We knew the tensions were going to be high. Yeah, it was chippy. It was definitely chippy. A little bit of rain, we had the weather going and everything. Second quarter, we got the Niners down 6. Brock Purdy's going to look to his first play. It was all Eagles.
What's good, everyone? It's almost Sunday night football time. We are less than 30 minutes away as the Kansas City Chiefs have headed into Lambeau Field to take the Green Bay Packers. First and foremost, I hope everyone had a great Sunday. It was kind of a wild, eventful NFL day. I just got finished watching the Niners and Eagles, and the Niners got their quote-unquote revenge as they steamrolled the Eagles. And then the NFL has just been all over the place today. There was a lot of low-scoring games, and then it started to pick up. I'm hoping for our Chiefs Their offense continues to look the same as they did against the Raiders, and we just keep pushing forward ahead. And that's why I already see a lot of y'all start jumping in the chat. Charlie, Hefe, Terrence, good to see y'all in. It should be a fun one. They're wearing all icy white uniforms. It's going to be a perfect game to bust those out, as it's the frozen tundra. It's going to be timid weathers out there. There is a chance of snow. I think currently right now we're getting some snow flurries as we speak. I don't know if it's going to increase throughout the evening or not, but you guys already know. When the recipe calls for snow, that means you should dial up the run. And I'm looking to see a lot of Isaiah Pacheco in this game. I feel like he's been coming on the last few weeks, and not just him. I think Coach Reed has been coming along with him and has been getting him the football, whether it has been running or passing. I feel like this is the prime game to where Isaiah Pacheco should have 20 touches. And when I mean like that, it's not all going to be 20 rushes. Throw some receptions his way. He is becoming an all-around back, a more complete back. And I would love to see him break 100 scrimmage yards in this game. And if he does that, that means the Kansas City Chiefs controlled the clock in this game. And if they control the clock, you already know they control the game and they should get a W. And I think it's going to be that type of game. But I'm not sleeping on the Green Bay Packers by any means necessary, because Jordan Love on Thanksgiving, he showed he's got an arsenal, and he was showing some impressive passes, and he looks like he's coming into his own. So that means this Kansas City Chiefs defense better not fall asleep. That means they got to keep playing on their elite side that they have been doing. And don't do what you did against Aiden O'Connell and just let him drive up and down the field and go 14 up against you. You better start out quick and heavy and let Jordan Love know you are here and ready to go. What up, PJH Wavy? I see you in the chat already. I would love to see Sky Moore get 60 yards receiving in this game. Honestly, the way to do that would be kind of what they did against the Raiders. Throw those screen passes to him. He did really good against the Raiders last week. Even though it was only two of them, I think both of them went for a first down as well. This game will be a recipe for short passes. So that can dial up a lot of Sky Moore, Rashee Rice, Travis Kelce, and they can eat against this defense, who is also missing Jair Alexander, the top cornerback for the Green Bay Packers. So that could also help the passing game as well. But I don't know. I'm feeling run. I'm always feeling run. You know how it be going. Oh, my TV better not be acting up already. You gotta love Wi-Fi. Well, stream's still going on. That's good. But I don't know what's going on with. Usually it's vice versa. Usually the stream will bell on me before the TV, but now it's vice versa. The game better work. That's all I know. Let's refresh it real quick. Go back. Let's do this. Over here lagging on me. Terrible time to do it too, honestly. I've been watching football basically all day today, and it didn't want to act up at all. But of course, when the Chiefs are about to come on, it's like, yeah, we're not going to work for you at the moment. Okay, that didn't work. That's not what I wanted to see. Let's try this. Hopefully that one picks it back in. Bright side is I can get this solved in the next 15 minutes. And if that's the case, I'd rather have this issue now pre-game than during the game. Okay, that says we're good to go. Let's see if it lied to me or not. Okay, that did work. Perfect. No? Just stay with me. And then I'm good to go. I can't lose the game. That's the last thing I want to do is lose the game. Oh, good to see more of you keep jumping into the chat. Yeah, hey, hopefully this is a good game for the Chiefs. This should be a fun one. I think a lot of people are sleeping on this matchup. I still think this is going to be a really close game. Green Bay presents a really good defense, like a mid-tier defense, not great, but they can pose some difficulties to the Chiefs. And then I feel like this can be another one of those headaches towards the end of the fourth quarter where, like, come on, please pull this out. And I can see this at most being a 7-point game. I hope the offense is clicking all the way through, and then this is a blowout, but we don't see that too far often from our Chiefs. Oh, H-Hole, I don't know. I haven't checked the post yet, but on the giveaway, I did post on the channel. The giveaway was closed, and you are the winner for our first giveaway on this channel. So congratulations to you on that. Also, too, let me know what would be best way to contact you, whether it be if you want me to provide you my email or if you have another social media that you would like to provide shipping information. Just let me know what's good moving forward, and then I can get that sent out to you. Man, they're showing the Lions and Saints game. One thing that's been most impressive that I think is underrated for the Lions that not a lot of people focused on is they have a star tight end in the making in Laporta, and he will be a force to be reckoned with in the future. I mean, well, actually now, if anything. And now they're showing the Niners and Eagles. That game was nuts. Everyone thought, because everyone knew the Eagles, they got one of the hardest schedules over this like 5-6 game stretch. And the Niners, they've been waiting for this game. They've been waiting to eat ever since that NFC Championship game. Debo, we saw him on podcasts calling the Eagles secondary trash. And man, they lived up to the billing. And then you just felt like in the second half, the Eagles weren't that far behind, that they've always been coming back. But no, the Niners kept the pedal to the metal. That's something I'd love to see the Chiefs do tonight. Just keep going. We haven't really had like that MVP elite performance from Patrick Mahomes tonight. He's a snow game type of dude. I would love to see him go nuts today. And actually, speaking on the Chiefs and Packers, they're making their picks right now. America is 79% with Kansas City. America knows what's right. Chris Sims is choosing the Chiefs 23-20. Kind of close game is what I was expecting to. Maria chose them 23-16. They're all sticking in that kind of range. Devin McCourty chose the Chiefs 21-13. I would love the Chiefs to score more than 23 points. I really would. I wonder if anyone's going to choose the Packers in this one. They got like 20 people choosing. You think someone will go on the edge and do it? No one has chose the Chiefs to go over 23 points. Everyone thinks, hey, the frozen tundra, the frigid weather, it's going to be hard to score points. I don't know. Oh, Florio, he went 31-24. Okay. So far, everyone's choosing KC, but Tony Dungy, he don't be choosing the Chiefs no matter what. He might do it here, though. Yeah, he chose the Chiefs. 17-14, though. Woo, that's the defensive battle. That's going to be a stressful battle. The only one to take the Chiefs over 30 points is Florio. Hopefully he's on to something, even though Chiefs Kingdom, we have issues with what he be saying a lot. But, hey, hopefully he's right in this thing. And also, too, as a lot of us heard this week, I was quite surprised just because we've seen Mahomes play the Packers back and forth. Now, we haven't got that Aaron Rodgers-Mahomes matchup that we've all really wanted. But this is the first time Mahomes has ever been in Lambeau Field. So, hey, hopefully he looks phenomenal out there and he puts on a debut that no one forgets in Lambeau. That should be fun. And then also for the very, very old heads, this is what Hank Stram, this is what they did, like what is it, 69? Yeah, in 1969, the first Super Bowl ever. So you can call this the oldest battle of the days when it was the Packers and Chiefs, and the Packers got the best of them, and they won the first Super Bowl. And then the Chiefs, a few years later, went on to win their first Super Bowl against the Minnesota Vikings. So, hey, bring back old battles. This should be a fun one. Man, one funny game, because I was looking at highlights and going through, and one game I'm glad I didn't get to watch today and surprised what the score was. I wasn't surprised the Chargers beat the Patriots. I was surprised it was 6-0. Like, man, the Chargers may be really, really bad. We already know how bad the Patriots are. The Patriots are so bad that they got Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs flexed out of a Monday Night Football spot. But for the fact the Chargers couldn't even put up a touchdown against the Patriots, I know the Patriots defense is good, but man, Justin Herbert and crew, you really couldn't get in the end zone. That's crazy. That was crazy to me. That had to be a terrible game for a lot of people to watch. Teresa, Mr. 100B, good to see you in the chat. Mr. 100B, you already know. We're going to have some fun. We're going to let it ride. And hopefully the Kansas City Chiefs, they have some fun on the football field too. Yeah, H-Hole. Yeah, that I don't know if he feels happy that he won again, that the Chargers playoff hopes, even though Slim are still alive. But yeah, you putting up 6 points against the Patriots, that's not saving no one's job. That's not impressive. No, you better not have went back into the locker room. Your team better have been happy about that because there's just no reason for that. Like everyone knows, actually, with the Cardinals beating the Steelers, you can make a really, really good case that the Patriots are probably the worst team in the NFL. And that's crazy to say. Like the dynasty of dynasties, even though it was led by Tom Brady and crew, you just would never picture. You would think Bill Belichick would find a way to get any team out there to be at least mediocre. And man, they just look terrible. Well, they're showing Carrie Underwood's entrance. Yeah, we're at 8:15, so we're like 5 minutes away, I assume. I think it starts at 8:20, 8:25, something like that. Something for me, I don't know why. I doubt it will do it because every time I have high hopes for this, but I really hope it does like snow, like good amount of snow. I love seeing weather type of games too. I hope, of course, I hope it don't phase the Chiefs by any means, but just to see the all white icy uniforms out there in the snow, that would be a definite memory as well. And then Pacheco can have his LaShawn McCoy day and then just go crazy. Oh, and speaking of superstars, we got another superstar back in the building. I think it's been a month, but Taylor Swift, she back in the crowd for all you Swifties out there. So we know for some reason Travis Kelce has been playing his best football when Taylor Swift has been in the crowd. So hey, maybe Travis can get over 100 yards again, and then that would be great as well. We all talk about how, well, a lot of people talk about, I see on social media, this is Travis Kelce's down year. And if you want to say to his standards, it's his down year at his age 34 season, then yeah, it is. But also, too, he's got over 700 yards and 5 touchdowns. The only tight end that has more than that is TJ Hawkinson, and he can still outgain him in yardage. So he is not losing a step. And honestly, he's been dealing with injuries to start the season. So to say he's on a down year with injuries and still over 700 yards, well on pace to get 1,000, hey, I'll take that down year any day of the week.
We've done about 20 Patrick Mahomes games. For once, I'm looking at this game about Mahomes. I want to know about the part of the Chiefs that's got us all excited.
And they're getting ready for the game. Mike Tirico, Chris Collinsworth has just appeared on the screen, so you know we're getting close.
For the first time since Patrick Mahomes has been here, the defense now ranks higher than what the offense of the Chiefs.
What's good, Tyler? It's good to see you in the chat, man.
But I mentioned that Patrick Mahomes has played the week last week. I don't know if I did that or not. On the other side, here's Green Bay. 2-1 start. Then they went about 40 days without a win. But Chris, they won 3 of their last 4. One of Detroit, I think.
Yeah, don't let what Green Bay's been doing. It's been quiet, and everyone's been kind of against them. But they won their last 3 or 4. They're on their little hot streak of themselves. So you can't sleep on this team because just like any team, if Kansas City gets caught slacking, anything can happen. That's all I will say. So the Chiefs need to be on their A game. But also, too, what I've noticed as well is when it comes to NFC opponents, Andy Reid performs very well. Even against the Eagles game, there was some miscues. Yes, there was the unfortunate drop pass that could have sealed the game and win. But, man, he knows how to coach up against the NFC. And I think mostly it's for the fact these NFC teams aren't used to playing the Chiefs, so they do not know what Coach Reid has dialed up. And I'm hoping that's the case tonight. Taylor, it's good for you to be back in the chat. Glad to see you here again. It should be a fun one. Hey, Green Bay, they're going to be ready to play, but I believe our Chiefs will as well. Let me get this. Since we're about to start, let me pull that.
It's your turn. On every mile of the day getaway salesman. Now, to get in and get away.
And what is more crazy too, man, I remember whole offseason, and a lot of you guys have rode with me through the offseason doing mock drafts, doing offseason free agency predicting, and just waiting for the NFL season to get here. This is playoff crunch time. It's December. I swear the NFL season goes faster than any sporting season. It's like you really got to cherish those moments because it's literally 3 legit months, and then you got legit playoffs in January, and then it's a wrap, and you're back in the free agency and draft period. It's crazy how fast the season flies by. It's crazy just in general how fast the year flies by. We're in December. Where did this year go? I feel like we say it every year, but it's crazy. Hey, Taylor, yeah. If the defense shows up and they do what they've been doing and they actually don't do what they did against the Raiders to start the game, but play a full 4 quarters, this can be a really fun game. Like, I think the offense, if they focus on Pacheco, game control it, and then the defense does what it does, this can be a really fun game to watch. Oh, yeah. Those mock drafts, they're always fun to do. I love to do the analysis, the predictions, when the time is right. I don't usually touch on the stuff during the season because then I'm jumping ahead. Like, I'm not going to predict free agency and mock draft during the season. I don't even know where our Chiefs are going at the moment. They're doing good, but let me just go week by week. But when it's that time, man, I love doing mock drafts. It basically fills in the whole offseason and then even predicting free agency. It's like, we know our Chiefs, they never go after the top tier guy, but you can let me live in la la land and dream. That's the only time I get to do it, where I get to hope for a DeAndre Hopkins, a Mike Evans, any top wide receiver, and then get crushed eventually. But hey, that's my time to live in not reality land. Oh, they doing their intro? We there? Yep, 8:20. Well, 8:20 my time. I'm Eastern time. Oh, they're doing a Lil Wayne intro because Lil Wayne's a big fan of the Green Bay Packers. And then, of course, it's in Lambeau Field. I'm really hoping last week was the basically, hey, this offense unpeeled the Band-Aid, opened the playbook. They went all out, and now we see the offense that we've been hoping to see from the Kansas City Chiefs moving forward each and every week. I'm hoping they focus on those key unit of guys. Isaiah Pacheco, Travis Kelce, and Rashee Rice, and just do your thing and eat up the offense. And then anyone else who wants to contribute, produce, I'll be more than happy with as well. But I believe those three guys, they're going to be the main weapons from this offense from December, January, and that Super Bowl run. They're showing Jordan Love makes some great throws. That's something this Chiefs defense has really got to watch out for. I was really impressed with him on Thanksgiving. I think Thanksgiving was the first time I've watched him in full against the Lions, and he was threading the needle. And that's something these DBs got to watch out for because Love, he makes those kind of athletic plays. Not going to say Mahomes-esque, but it kind of is. Like, he's mobile. He can get out of the pocket, and he could sling that thing. And that's something you got to watch out for. And this is a playoff game for Green Bay, too. They're 5-6. Winners of their last 3 or 4, they need this game. Chiefs better know that. And also, Chiefs need this game, too. They always fight for the number 1 seed. Miami, they're 9-3 now. Baltimore on a bye week is 9-3. You can't slip up. You win, you're still that number 1 seed. And also, too, we're very familiar with Jordan Love because 2 years ago, COVID year? Well, whatever year Aaron Rodgers had his toe issue, I believe it was, and it was, he had COVID, and then Jordan Love started, and they're actually showing it right now, against the Chiefs in Arrowhead. He played actually pretty decent and kept it a close game for majority of that game. So the Chiefs, they kind of know Jordan Love. But Jordan Love, his first start, he may know the Chiefs a little bit as well, but 2 years, completely different. Oh, Tyler, you got that family rivalry. Your grandparents, Packers fans, you Chiefs fans. I can see that phone. I can see that group chat just going back and forth all night. Yeah, Teresa, that's what I love to see. I just want to see this offense keep building. We're in playoff months now. December is really what it's all about. Playoff football happens for almost every single team with a winning record or about to have a winning record. They're fighting, and that's what they need to do. And we're ready for kickoff actually now. The Chiefs will start on defense. Harrison Butker's getting ready to boot this thing away, and the Packers will start on offense. So let's get this thing going. Let's do this. And that thing is kicked out of the end zone. So Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers will start on the 25. Hopefully, the defense starts off good because last week that wasn't the case. YOLO, Kadorius Reed, good to see you in the chat. Yeah, that Eagles game, you could tell. They were going back and forth. They had that heated blood in the championship game. Yeah, it did snow throughout the day, but I don't know if it was going to snow during the game. It will be something to keep our eyes out for, definitely. First and 10 for the Packers. Reverse to the rookie Jaden Reed. He's a speedster. You got to keep your eyes for him. He took a reverse for 9 yards. It'll be 2nd and 1. And also, too, the Packers, even though he's been basically inactive for most of the year, I know because I have him on my fantasy team, Aaron Jones will be inactive for this game, but don't sleep on A.J. Dillon. That is a grown man. He is a big boy to bring down. Yeah, Taylor Lee. Yeah. He will be a hard man to tackle if the Packers decide to focus on the run in this game. This is definitely a running down, probably on 2nd and 1, or play action. Hand off to Dillon. Dillon picks up the first, probably pick up a 3 or 4.
struggled in the middle, but bounced back the last four, including these numbers in Detroit on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah, he played phenomenal on Thanksgiving. 22 of 32, 268, 3 touchdowns, and a passer rating of 125. That was his best game of the year. The Chiefs need to kind of bring him down a notch a little bit. It's 1st and 10 for the Packers on the 32. Play action. Wide open to Watson. Cook with the tackle. They are now in enemy's territory, probably on the 45. Here goes the defense, playing a little too relaxed to start the game again. I don't like that. It was zone coverage. McDuffie was on initial on coverage, but of course Watson gets out of the zone. Cook's in coverage.
A good timing there by Jordan Love. You can just see the confidence of Jordan Love literally growing week after week.
Totally.
Hand off to Dylan. Yeah, Dylan's so hard to bring down. Cook's trying for his life to bring him down. It's a pickup of 4.
George Karlaftis for the Derek Knight, Florida State, Chris Jones, Mississippi State, Michael Bennett, Michigan, Willie Gay Jr., Starkville High School, Drew Tranquil, Notre Dame, Leo Chanel.
And this is another game that the Chiefs will be missing Nick Bolton, but Drew Tranquil has filled in very nicely for him. But I think this will be the last week we'll be missing Nick Bolton. He should be back against the Bills next week. It is 2nd and 7 for the Packers. Watson's in motion. Watson's in motion again. Hand off to Dylan. Damn, they can't tackle him. He literally gets contacted after a yard and gets another 3 or 4. This will be third and inches, maybe 3rd and 1. And the Chiefs, we know their defense has been great this year, but the rush defense, been iffy. And last week they allowed a huge run from Josh Jacobs of 63-yard touchdown. They can't let A.J. Dillon get going. All right, it's actually 3rd and 2. Hand off to Dillon again. He was literally met at the line of scrimmage and picked up another 2 yards. He's going to be aggressive with this Chiefs defense all night.
And you kind of get the feeling that a lot of this Packers crowd sat home and we're watching the Thanksgiving Day game. And now they're
Teresa, their other back was Aaron Jones. He's actually their star back, but he's out for this game. So it's going to be focused on A.J. Dillon today. A pitch to Dillon again. And he picks up another 6. Packers are doing what they need to do, and it's going to be run the football and Drew Tranquil's hurt. Now that could be huge with Nick Bolton out. And he looked in a lot of pain.
Tranquil stepped in for Nick Bolton, who's out for a 4th straight game with dislocated wrist. And they're looking at Drew on the field right now.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate injury. Thankfully, Nick Bolton's getting healthy. He's not active for this game. Drew Tranquil looks like in a lot of pain, so we'll definitely have to keep our eyes for that. Still got Leo Chanel and Willie Gay, but they're not your middle linebackers or the captain of the linebacking crew. So I think I'm trying to think of the third one. Is it Harris? I don't know who our third linebacker would be now.
To keep on giving. So shop more 25 days of deals where you can discover brand new.
And that sucks for Tranquil. Hopefully it's nothing too serious because he's been playing great and filling in on Nick Bolton's absence. He's been doing actually everything we've hoped for. And now that you're down 2 linebackers at the moment, that's unfortunate.
Keeping prices down, like on the most affordable EV. A super strong and capable Chevy truck. And a high-tech Chevy SUV. Why is Chevy making affordable vehicles connected by?
I mean, they could do that Kadarius Reed, but they also don't have the depth for that as well, unless you want to pitch in a Minihue on the inside as well. But their defensive tackle depth is kind of very slim as well. So I think they run with what they initially have, and it's going to be the next man up mentality, which is what we're used to from Coach Reed and Steve Spagnuolo, and just see how it progresses. And then if it goes downhill, then you'll see the adjustments.
Just remember to ask that when you use.
Oh yeah, just in general, yeah, that's been an issue all year. Yeah, they definitely need to have something in response to that, because whether it's Nick Bolton or Drew Tranquil out there, they struggle stopping the run. So yeah, I do agree. They may need to dial up something different. Will it be this game? Probably not, but they need to find something in the playoff stretch where teams will know that, oh, the Chiefs struggle against the run. We'll run it on them.
Back here inside Lambeau Field, Drew Tranquil was taken off. The assistants, did you see that?
He has assistance, so that's still not a good sign. I don't know if I want to see the injury. What happened?
You see here.
Oh, that was a knee right to the dome. That's going to be either neck injury or concussion protocol. Oh, Cochran's in replacement. I'm iffy with Cochran. It's 2nd and 5 for the Packers. Play action again. Rollout. Wide open. Musgrave. And that's a first down. And the Chiefs defense starting exactly the way they did against the Raiders.
That we talk about the significance of that injury to Drew Tranquil. Drew Tranquil was the backup middle linebacker to Nick Bolton, so they're down to their.
And actually, that was Kraft, not Musgrave.
Who has played all of 36 defensive snaps this year. So now he's calling the signals out there.
So it's a 1st and 10 for the Packers. I believe barely outside of the red zone. I believe on the, oh no, they're in the red zone on the 20. Reed in motion. It's a reverse to Reed. He's got speed. Need to close it up. And they do. Cochran with a huge tackle at the line of scrimmage. That's that next man up mentality you need to have.
Well, I'll say one thing. Jack Cochran's on his toes right now. He went after that one. So there's your green dot. There's your signal caller, and was able to out.
Yeah, that was a solid play by Cochran because Reed, he's got speed. And last thing you want is him to get in an open field and make a play. If the Chiefs can hold them to a field goal, that would be great. 2nd and 10 for the Packers on the 20. Hand off to Dillon. Dillon just does not go down on initial contact. That's a pickup of 7 again. The Packers can literally do that all night if the Chiefs don't adjust and stop the run. Now they're playing hurry-up offense.
Control what the Chiefs are going to do. Rushing right out there and call the play.
And the Chiefs tried to substitute, and they went right to the line of scrimmage.
The Chiefs played that smart because they try to hurry up and substitute, but then they didn't substitute. Then the Packers were like, oh, okay, slow it down. Man, it'd be great to stop him here and have him settle for a field goal. And now LaFleur takes Green Bay's first timeout. So hurry up, slowed it down, went to a Green Bay timeout. That's a good possession for KC there. Now, hopefully, if they could just stop him on 3rd, hey, settle for field goal.
Seen already 3 times. Jordan Love, it sounds a lot like doing an Aaron Rodgers again against the second play, which speaks to what we mentioned about LaFleur's comment. He's in command of this offense.
He really is, and the more you talk with some of the coaches on the Green Bay Packers, you say, why the improvement? Why have you won 3 out of 4? You know, what's going on? He said, well, he's made 1,000 plays worth of mistakes. You know, I mean, at some point, you play 1,000 plays, you get a lot smarter. And over the course of the years, you watch enough of Aaron Rodgers and Aaron.
All right, back from timeout, 3rd and 4. Come on, defense. They're playing trips bunch on the right. Come on, get pressure there. Wide open. Wide open. This 1st down. Green Bay is now 1st and goal on the 8.
This guy has vice grips for hands on the outside. Missed that game last week, but they love him working inside. A big guy, physical presence in there, and understands how to get off the ball with some quick releases. But you hit him in the hands, it's going to stick.
Opening drive.
First and goal for the Packers, actually on the 7. Watson's in motion.
It's still to the inside run. Dylan to the line.
And I don't know what happened because my TV, of course, froze up. My connection's going to be like that today. Hefe, I don't like hearing dropping like flies, though. Hopefully no one got injured on this play again. Damn. Okay, I got to restart this thing again. That's something I didn't want to see. My TV was not acting up all day today. And, of course, when the game's on, it wants to do that. A minute he was hurt. That's lovely. This is a tough first series for KC where they look like they're about to allow a touchdown if they haven't already. Okay, hold up, guys. My connection just went bad on my TV again. I'll try to get back to the game. Let's go back here. Hopefully that kicks back in. That sucked to hear a minute he was hurt, though. Hopefully it was nothing too serious. Thankfully, I got a backup Wi-Fi, but my backup Wi-Fi is also connected to my main Wi-Fi. So I don't know how. I don't know if that helps me out whatsoever or not. Oh yeah, it's just not connecting at all. What's going on here? That's strange. I got all green dots on here. I don't know what's going on. I appreciate you, Taylor. Yeah, I wouldn't need it at the moment. Because I do not know what's going on. Let's try one more thing out, and hopefully that kicks me back into the game. But that's unfortunate that. Yeah, literally, I've been watching. Maybe my TV just got tired of football all day, and it's like, yeah, we don't want to do this on Sunday night. Because I don't know what's going on. Like, it was working so smoothly. And the frustrating part more than anything is it's affecting the stream, but also I ain't watching the Chiefs, and that's a big issue on my end. Okay, that's good to hear that a minute he was okay. And Teresa, thank you for the update on Tranquil headed to the locker room. That does sound like that's probably his concussion protocol. Well, that sounds like it just kicked back in, and it sounds like a touchdown, Green Bay. So I don't know if I want to hear that. Yeah, that's what it sounded like. I was like, oh, cool. And then it went away again. I'm like, oh, so you're just going to tease me and let me hear that, oh, Green Bay scored and go off the screen? I really don't know what's going on. Let's try this one more time because I do not know what's going on here. Okay. And that sucks to hear. The defense, I mean, 2 weeks in a row now, they start off not prepared, it seems like. Why is this not kicking in? No broadcast info available. What you talking about? There we go. I do not know. Still says no broadcast info available. I don't know what's going on. So I don't know how long this will last. Yeah, I look like I'm watching this game back in 2003. I ain't got my HD or anything. This is all like the graphics are terrible right now. Richie James building the punt or the kickoff takes it to the 24. Hopefully I can stay up with y'all. Let me update this real quick. I'm over here struggling with everything at the moment.
Travis Kelsey, Cleveland Heights, Ohio. Smith, State. Joe Tooney, North Carolina State. Creed Humphreys, Oklahoma.
No, that's not what I want to put up.
And that offensive line's been the same for every game for KC this year.
All right, now I get to see the offense kick up. Hopefully I can stay with y'all. If anything, we'll find a way to manage this through. Rashee Rice is in motion. Good to see him start this game off. It's a quick screen to Rashee Rice. Look at him pick up 9 right away. Just get the ball in his hands.
45th he's bobbed for Patrick Mahomes this year. Won his second league MVP last year. This year behind in those numbers. Coming off his best game in a month. That was last week in Vegas against the
They're showing Mahomes numbers, and like they're good. They just don't seem Mahomes-esque though. I would hand off to Pacheco here to pick up the 2nd and 1. And they do. And Pacheco got it. And some. He's still going forward. Picks up like 6 or 7.
Yeah, a little smaller, but Quadzilla still applies, right? I mean, when you watch Pacheco play.
They still call Pacheco Quadzilla, but a little smaller. That's what Collinsworth said. He do got quads, but they ain't nothing like A.J. Dillon's. Mahomes, he got time. Smart play by Mahomes. Just take the check down to Pacheco. Pacheco fought for like 6 or 7 again. That's the smart play and the right play. If no one was open.
Pacheco, like so many of these players on the Kansas City Chiefs offense, they're going to check and then release out and around. Little shot right there against Rashawn Gary.
Pacheco just becoming such a complete back. How much he has grown in 1 year has just been beautiful to see. Again, underneath to Pacheco, I thought he would have got more than that, but probably picked up a yard. Good stop by whoever that was. They stood up Pacheco there. So this is 3rd and 2. That was a good tackle. And Mahomes, he looked at every read and then realized no one's open again and threw it to Pacheco. I'm not upset with that. Now Clyde Edwards-Helaire is in the game. He's been doing sneaky good these last 2 games. Doesn't mean I want to see the ball in his hands a lot. 3rd and 2, you got to pick it up. Oh, I will. I mean, he picked it up. Man. Hilaire's been looking like a different man in these last few weeks. Maybe he's actually fully healthy now. But, man, I would not have gave it to him on 3rd and 2, but he picked it up. And now Isaiah Pacheco's back. Is Clyde Edwards-Helaire really their 3rd down back? That better not be the case. I know Jerick McKinnon is out, but I would just keep Pacheco in there all the time. Play action. Looking. Kelsey drops one, but that was a wobbler too.
One of those starters who returned to the lineup this week on defense.
So you're going to see Kelsey, he won't chip. He's going to duck and get around out here and work the middle of the field where he's really just so magical. But
Yeah, it was low. It was a wobbly throw. That was a hard play for Kelsey to make there. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Chiefs are in enemy's territory. It would be good to answer back with a touchdown here. Quick pass to Kelsey. There's a flag. Kelsey still moving forward. We'll see if this is going to be called back or not, but it was thrown in the secondary, so hopefully it's on Green Bay. Damn it. It's actually pass interference on Kelsey. Now again, one thing that hurts the Chiefs the most is penalties and turnovers. And now you're starting behind the chains, and the Chiefs have struggled all years being behind the chains. Yep, that little touch will do it all the time, unfortunately. So that brings up 2nd and 20. Noah Gray is in the game. Pocket collapses. Mahomes scrambles. Mahomes got yardage. He may have picked up 10 with his legs.
Most of that penalty yardage is Jackson takes off and runs, as he does so often. 54th gallop for Mahomes this season.
So many times, it just seems that Mahomes understands when
Hold up.
he's too far inside.
Did Wanye Morris get the start over Donovan Smith? Was Donovan Smith hurt? I just realized that right now. All right, it's 3rd and 11. Mahomes picked up most of it, and it looks like Clyde Edwards-Helaire is the 3rd down back. That's nuts. What a catch by MVS. He don't make the easiest catches, but he makes the difficult ones, which is nuts. But that was hell of a catch. Did that hit the ground? Because that was a nuts. No, that was a catch. Damn. Hey, MVS, here's his revenge game. Yeah, Wanye Morris is still in. Pacheco with the handoff. Pacheco finds a hole. Pacheco, get there, boy. That's like a 20-yard run. Brings it 1st and goal on the 5. 27, my bad. I said 15. And he ran right behind Wanye Morris, so you know he held his own man. Yeah, they created – Pacheco just found that hole. Hey, Teresa, let's not be too afraid. Let's not do anything too cute either. Just give it to Pacheco. And, of course, we're doing cute stuff here. Pacheco's wide open. Oh, he was. I just will never understand it. Like, it's 1st and goal on the 5. Give the damn ball to Pacheco. Why is that not your initial first? And then see what he gets, and then anything is open. Now you lose yards again on a sack. That's all coaching. That's all play calling. Yep, and that was on Wanye Morris' side. So y'all raved about him last week. He may need to calm down a little bit here. And now you run it. Makes no damn sense. Why not run on 1st and goal? That's frustrating, man.
So we watch this Chiefs team that has been intact with that line throughout.
That's frustrating. You should have ran it on 1st down and then threw it on 2nd, but it would have been on the 2, and you could have ran back-to-back plays. I hope Mahomes can find someone open in the end zone here. Typically, it's Justin Watson time. Pocket collapses again. We might have a real concern on the offensive line. What's that, 3 sacks now on this drive, 2 sacks?
He's been something else, hasn't he? Rashawn Gary on the outside.
Y'all raved about one. I know this was on Jawan Taylor, but man, Wanye Morris was the one who backed. Well, one, it was play calling that backed it up, but then Wanye Morris with the sack as well to start off that. Y'all raved about his 5 snaps. It ain't looking so pretty at the moment. Well, they got a field goal, but man, I ain't happy with no field goal. That's another waste of a damn red zone possession. I think that started with just play calling. I don't know why you don't run on 1st and goal and see what Pacheco can do. Guarantee you, he takes from the 5 to at least the 2, and then the whole playbook's open to where you can just run it again. And that's been the story of the Chiefs' red zone offense so far this year, unfortunately.
This world has more secrets than we could possibly imagine. What is that? That's not wrong.
Hopefully the defense bounces back. It took them a little while against the Raiders. Hopefully that's not the case here. Hopefully they're alive. We're ready to go. Yeah, Teresa, I just don't know in that scenario if he could have, because even when he scrambled, he looked downfield to make a throw. And then even when his eyes were still downfield, he had someone draped all on him still. So I think he made the right plays when he was scrambling out of the pocket, which was basically a dump off to Pacheco and then let him do his thing. But the line needs to do better. They really do. And if Wanye Morris is playing this whole game now, we do not know the severity of Donovan Smith's injury. I'm assuming it's from last week's shoulder injury. But I didn't think he got hurt this game so far. So it's interesting to see him being pulled out. So, yeah, we'll just have to see how Wanye Morris steps up. But this is definitely good tape for him because he's going to need these kind of reps. Taylor, I can't argue with that. You're right. You listed all the playmakers as well. And it starts with coaching too. Like, you got to dial up the right place. Like, 1st and goal on the 5, and you're going to have Mahomes drop back. Like, you got to give it to Pacheco and see what he can pick up and then go from there. But, man, I believe coaching, you got to put these players in the right position to succeed. And that just hasn't been the case all year, unfortunately. Teresa Cochran is in right now for Drew Tranquil, which he had a solid play, but I've seen a lot of inconsistency as well from him in years past. So hopefully that doesn't show up today. Oh, and there's the Taylor Swift cam. I think that's the first time we've seen the Taylor Swift cam today. She better tell Travis to get his shit together.
It's a part of Lambeau Field. You know, I mean, that's worth a trip from Europe to come see.
I don't know if I could blame it on Kelsey, though, Kadarius, because they picked up the first down right afterwards. It all went to dump in the red zone. And that was what kind of kick was that, Bucker? Okay, I was about to say, whoo, still one of the end. That looked like an ugly kick. But yeah, it went all downhill in the red zone.
Walk into the locker room with the assistance of the chief doctor and the unaffiliated neurotrauma consultant. He is in concussion protocol. He currently remains in the locker room.
So Drew Tranquil is still in concussion protocol. And with that hit, I'd be surprised to see if he comes back in this game.
It's a position that he is coming in smoothly taking over for Nick Bolton. That's it.
And Spagnuolo told us that he didn't change a thing.
Yeah, Teresa, we say it's a no-brainer, but apparently it's not a no-brainer for the coaching staff to call Pacheco on 1st and goal. Wide open again. Come on, defense. I'd love for you to show up.
And just remember the fact my mind, Matt LaFleur's offense. You know, I mean, Aaron had his own style, and it was a blended system. I think you're seeing Matt LaFleur's offense.
All right, it's first and goal for the Packers on the 44. It's a reverse to Watson. Hopefully the Chiefs can close that up. And they do. He picks up a yard. George Karlaftis with the stop.
George Karlaftis is.
Yeah, Kadarius Reed, I wouldn't go to that depth. He's dealt with more than just off the field as well with injuries to start the season. He's had multiple injuries this year. And the fact he still has over 700 yards and 5 touchdowns, I think that's a kudos to how well he's doing. I know we're used to seeing him have over 1,000 yards by now, but hey, he's 34. He's been dealing with injuries. The fact he's doing this good, I can't complain. What's going on here? Bro, everyone's getting injured. This is nuts.
Reed played his first 4 years in Houston.
Oh, jeez.
Andy Reid telling us last night the impact Reed has made.
I mean, he's walking off on his own power, but I didn't see the hit.
Played well, they've gotten even better. But Reed is a veteran, he's been an important voice for that TV room.
And Mike, included in that is the fact that.
So it's probably going to be Brian Cook and Mike Edwards. And Mike Edwards, he's been making plays, but man, he can get burnt too. So watch out for that.
He's the 8th guy down in the box to stop the run. And so now it's going to be even more difficult to stop A.J. Dillon.
All right, 2nd and 8 for the Packers.
The safety's out there for the moment. Second and 8.
They're already rotating down. They're already bringing Edwards down, assuming they're going to challenge this running game.
Play action, extra man coming, Love protected.
Jeez. It was actually Chamari Connors. Bro, this defense, man, I do not like the way they've started the games the past 2 weeks. And again, it's this zone. Well, it's not even. Yeah, it is zone defense. What's going on here? I know Jordan Love has been looking better, but damn. First and 10 for the Packers. They're in field goal range on the 27. Chief defense need to show up. I know players are falling like flies, but damn, Willie Gay, if you would have read that better. They're using Kraft. Yeah, Kadarius Reed, that is a hot take. He definitely won't be traded. And like I said, I don't know why you would want to trade him. Like, if he's not focused and still putting over 700 yards and 5 touchdowns, that's still like the best tight end in the league. The only tight end with more yards than him this year is Hawkinson, and it's not by much. It's hard to get a good tight end nowadays, and he's still at the best at the top of the top at 34 years old. Packers back in the red zone. It's 2nd and 1. Handoff Dillon. Of course, he picks it up.
And now you're going to have a defense that's going to feel like they have to start doing something. So here comes L'Jarius Sneed off the edge over here.
This looks like last week. They're about to go at 14. At least the Chiefs put up 3 points this week. They go in between, but this defense is struggling. And I don't like that going into Buffalo next week because Buffalo has a high-powered offense where Josh Allen, he throws turnovers, yes, but he can put up points too. Bro, what are we doing? Lucky he was tripped up, but he still picks up 6.
So, Mike, whenever you do that sort of jet sweep action, it locks in the backside linebacker. He has to be able to hang back there just in case. And so Willie Gay here is a half a step slow getting over to be able to make that tackle. That's the reason for all the misdirection that we've seen early in this game from Green Bay.
Yeah, Love got to look at what was coming, but he peeked up and saw the play clock was at 2.
The Packers take their second timeout. They got 1 remaining before the end of half.
Some of the misdirection that we've already seen at the very opening of the game, you're going to get Reed coming around and sort of setting the tone for this one and basically making a statement. Don't fly out of there, linebackers. Now you come out and you establish a little bit of that. Now you go bootleg. Again, misdirection. Linebackers, don't be so quick to go chase A.J. Dillon across the field. This is really Matt LaFleur. This goes back to Kyle Shanahan. This goes back so many other different coaches. But the basic belief is if you run it, you establish a run, you establish the bootlegs off of it.
All right, 2nd and 5 from the Packers coming off of a timeout. They have 3 wide receivers on the bottom, on the top of the screen.
2nd and 5, the Chiefs bring the heat. Love retreat.
Oh, Justin Reed, that would have. I don't know where the ball was exactly, but just because I saw it on TV, that looked like that would have been a pick 6. It may have been too far behind even for Reed. We'll see. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he just threw it way far behind. Man. All right, 3rd and 5. Hold them to a field goal, boys. Come on. I love it. Spags brought pressure here. Come on. This defense, man. They have not started a game well these last 2 games at all. And that was on McDuffie, who's been having a great year this year, but that right there wasn't one of his better reps.
And that is sort of what we see out of Patrick Mahomes. George Love hanging in there, not being influenced at all by the pressure around him. Little semi-jump pass. And look at the Green Bay Packers and this young, lovely football.
Well, the Packers are up 14-3. And the Kansas City Chiefs really ain't showing no life, but this is very similar to last week. Hopefully something could change here quickly. I'm tired of going through this every damn week where it's just never beautiful for this for the team. Always got to make it stressful.
But then I figured it's just walking, right?
It's just the start of the game. I can't say it's going to be all night. They were down 14-0 against the Raiders. Then everything bounced back. They only allowed a field goal for the rest of the game.
This is a hot flash. But this is a not flash.
But the offense, they definitely got to do what they did last week. Knowing now they're down double digits again. Again, that's lighting their own fire. They play better from when they're behind.
You can have fewer hot flashes and more not flashes.
I don't agree with that, Kadarius Reed. I think the Raiders got better weapons than the Packers do. I would take Devontae Adams, Jacoby Myers, Hunter Renfrow, and their rookie tight end over what the Packers' weapons have. I think the Packers would take those weapons too. The Chiefs' offense just hasn't been ready to defense hasn't been ready to start games as of late. What up, Tyler? It's good to see you back in the chat. The game not going the way we want right now, but it's far from over. Renfrow was on the field plenty against the Chiefs making plays. Renfrow wasn't on the field because McDaniels didn't know how to coach. But with Pierce, he's been on the field more. And then they also got a better running game with Josh Jacobs. I would take that unit over the Green Bay Packers unit.
Remember, guys years ago would come out with some message of some sort, and there's all this angst. Oh no, what are the guys doing in the league? The players got together
Yeah, they got to execute on offense here. So
to raise money in a philanthropic way.
that wind must be like whistling tonight because I've seen a lot of these kicks where they start right and they just go left.
And he was so thoughtful when telling us why. Starting in first grade, Karen struggled to read. And other kids picked on him. It wasn't until seventh grade that he was actually diagnosed with dyslexia. But there weren't resources to help.
This O-line, though, if this O-line doesn't answer from the last drive, it don't matter what weapons are out there for the Chiefs right now. If Mahomes ain't got no time, it's going to be a long night. Rashee Rice is in motion. Handoff to Pacheco. Pacheco picks up a yard. Donovan Smith is back in the game, too. So that Wanya Morse didn't last long on offense.
They just couldn't come up with an answer. And yet here they were just stayed after it, tried to figure it out, finally came up with a solution, and talking to him now is just brilliant. He's a fantastic young man.
Hey, Kadarius Reed, that's your opinion. I will say he's not better than Watson, and Reed is coming to his own, but Renfro's a legit slot receiver in this league.
Four shot of the first down and bring up third down for KC.
How about the game Jonathan Owens had against Detroit? Now, we could talk about a lot of other players, but the guy who stuck out to me was Jonathan Owens, and yes, he's very dismal.
There's a quick pass to Pacheco. He picks up like 3 or 4, so we got third down again for the Chiefs. And it will be 3rd and 4. Quick pass. Sky Moore got the first.
Sky Moore in traffic. They'll mark him right past the 35. And that'll lose the change for KC on their second drive of the night. So there's Kansas City down double digits again. And Patrick Mahomes, the full guy who feels right at home in these spots, did it last week against Las Vegas. They fell down 14-0. They went on to beat the Raiders 31-17.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes no longer thinking about how great it is to play at Lambeau Field. He was excited to get a chance to play here, but now it's time.
1st and 10 for the Chiefs on the 35. Handoff Pacheco. Pacheco picks up like 3. Noah Gray was in and out. Teresa, he wasn't in on this particular play.
Yeah, the other interesting story for me on the other side is what Andy Reid has done with Javon Taylor. If you remember opening day, Javon Taylor had all kinds of issues, lining up too far in the backfield, his leg was shaking, he was moving around. Now you look at him, he is right in line.
All right, 2nd and 8 for the Chiefs. That was actually only a pickup of 2 for Pacheco. Sky Moore's in motion. Wide open, Kelsey. There you go, Kelsey. That's a pickup of a 15 to 20. I can live with that.
Wow, they end up with a man coverage running across the field, but you're going to see an area right here in the middle of the field.
Yeah, Kadarius Reed, that would be an interesting pickup. I would view Zach Ertz, like you said, red zone target. Maybe tied in 3, maybe tied in 2. I like Noah Gray. He's been really reliable when he's on the field, and the Chiefs will allow it. But a 3 tight end set with Noah Gray would be fun. With Zach Ertz would be fun. He does got a lot of options, though. Mahomes scrambles. Just run it. Hey, Mahomes stayed up at the end of that. I can be happy with that. I'm just glad he didn't get taken to the ground.
Patrick Mahomes. He just, we've seen it work before. We've seen guys running down the field, 10 yards down the field, or wide receivers fake a pass and have it fake somebody else up against it.
Travis Kelce's on the sideline. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is back in the game. Sky Moore in motion. Hand off to Helaire. Helaire may have got the first.
this is the guy at the end of the first round that we thought was going to be the big star for the Chiefs.
Okay, that's a terrible placement. He was way closer to the.
We saw a couple of hard runs against the Raiders.
That's a terrible spot.
He's doing a little semi-impersonation of Pacheco.
Well, don't do nothing cute. Just give it to Pacheco on 3rd and 1.
What really matters on third and very short, get number 10 back in there.
Rashee Rice in motion. Pacheco got the first easily. Pickup of like 8.
So good for Kansas City, and they named the way for Pacheco to get to the 22.
I tell you what, I call him the wall inside.
The offense is looking much better. The weird thing about the offense is they love being in this position, being behind. It's like if they have a lead, it's like they play relaxed. But when they don't have a lead, they're like, okay, the lights are on, time to shine bright. Which I wish they would just play good 24/7. But I need to see him get in the end zone. Oh, Mahomes threw that out of reach of Rashee Rice. It would have been a pickup of 9, but it would have been second and manageable.
Well, you knew he was going to drop down and give us a little three-quarter shot at some time. That was almost full sidearm there.
Barely out of it. Was like almost there. A little more, and Rice would have had a nice catch. Breaks the tackle. It could have been something. Oh, he would have broke that tackle. 2nd and 10 for the Chiefs. Screen to Kelsey. Kelsey got the first. If not, it's 3rd and inches, but I believe he got the first. A good tight end screen for Kelsey.
I don't know how to describe his running style other than a weaver. You know,
It's weird how Kelsey can pick up 10 yards on a screen like that. He looks like the slowest guy on the field, but just the way his hips move, no one could tackle him.
somebody like Devondre Campbell will come out there and make a tackle.
1st and 10. Not 1st and goal. They could pick up a first down by getting it to the 1. I'd run Pacheco here, and they do. Pacheco picks up 4. That's the right call on first down. Yeah, Kadarius Reed, I'd love to see the screen pass more. We saw it in the Raiders game too. Hopefully that evolves more in this offense. But this offense is better with the screen passes. Now, not too many because sometimes they get too predictable, but in the right scenarios, they work. All right, it's 2nd and 6. I would love to see a fade route just to Rashee Rice and let him man up on Valentine right here.
Second and 6, Mahomes. Stepping up, taking off, takes the hit, very close to the first down.
That's there's a flag. Oh, Kadarius Reed's probably ahead of me. Penalties in the red zone, they'll always get you. Again,
His first couple of years in the league. He's given up a few sacks this year in a different way, and that one will bring it back as well. And he can't believe it. Let's take a look. Completely locked and loaded. I think that's what they saw right there.
I don't know if that was enough to call hold, but whatever. Good catch by Rice because that would have been an interception. That was a scary throw by Mahomes. That was a good catch by Rice. That would have been a pick. All right, well, I ain't going to look at the chat right now. Then I'll find out what this 3rd down is all about. Of course, they take Rashee Rice out on 3rd and goal. Or, well, not 3rd and goal. They can still pick it up. Mahomes. Bro, this O-line, man, has been straight up trash today. Again, the red zone struggles. But yeah, he did have a lot of time. I ain't going. So Well, one, you took Rashee Rice out of the game. Like, you can't give him a chance. And then you got all your small wide receivers out there. Sky Moore, Richie James, Noah Gray's out there. So that's good to see. But Kelsey's doubled up top. And Bucker, like usual, is money. But field goals ain't going to win this game.
3 times by the Green Bay defense. Most sacks in the game against the Chiefs this year. It's the reason. Green Bay's up 8.
If the defense don't show up here and they score another touchdown, it's going to be a long, long night. Let me see if I can fast. I'm probably going to regret doing that, but
Watch Justin Reed over there. He took the bait.
no, that's not what I knew I was going to regret doing that.
And it was a very patient result.
I knew I was going to I tried to fast forward and I should have never done that.
And then it was over.
No. Hopefully that gets me. Okay.
Why is the sheriff running here?
Even in that short yardage situation, you're right, Kadarius. It wasn't a lot of time, but still, every receiver was covered. There wasn't much Mahomes could do.
You'll see how much you can save by bundling home and auto. You make the lips smaller.
Yeah, Teresa, it's not a good sign whatsoever.
Just another way to save.
Like, at least last week, they were picking up touchdowns. 3 points ain't going to cut it. Yeah, I don't even know how the defense is going to do today. They haven't showed up at all. I would love for them to show up here. Yeah, it's going to take a lot. I would love Ertz on this offense. It's going to take a lot to persuade him, though, because he can go to a team like Baltimore or the Eagles where they're down their tight end one. So he knows, hey, I'm going to get tight end one receptions. So I know Casey's interested, and I hope it happens, but I'm not holding my breath.
The official automotive partner of the NFL. Let's go places. By Walmart, welcome to your Walmart. By State Farm, like a good neighbor. State Farm is there. And by Godzilla Con, the new empire. Watch the new trailer online now. The Eskin Brothers, Whispering Pines Tree Farm, 30 minutes north of Green Bay. They sell 6,000 trees a year.
I need the defense to make a stop. The second quarter has flown by, and the Chiefs haven't done jack shit in the first half on offense or defense. That's returnable. Yep.
Loves to bring it up. Here it goes. And they'll wait for the 23 Cam Jones there on special teams for Kansas City. This has been such a good start for Jordan Love. You look at these 2 drives, it has been exactly the way.
Yeah, the O-line will definitely be addressed probably during draft, free agency. I don't know too much about it right now because I don't focus on those kind of things at the moment during the season, but I'll definitely get into it on the off season.
Being down to their 3rd inside linebacker may be doing to some of the exotics that he may want to play out here. And so far, Jordan Love looks like he's been playing for the last 20 years.
Well, the shot of 73, Josh Schneider. He's the backup left tackle.
Hand off to Dylan. Oh, well, that's Robinson, actually. That's probably beneficial Robinson's in, even though he's a good back. He was a good back with the Jaguars. He had a good season with them. 2-minute warning. I'm just hoping Chiefs can just hold them. I don't even care about getting the ball back before half. We get the ball at half. I just want to see the defense make a stop.
Robert purchasing $100 or more. And with our best price guarantee, if you find a low price, we'll match. Shop in store or online every holiday starts at this. Toyota. Time to make the holidays picture perfect with a new Toyota, like Camry, Tacoma, Grand Master, and more. Celebrate the season with a new Toyota. We're gonna need a bigger tree.
Did you know that every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care? A 2-year or 25,000-mile maintenance plan and roadside assistance. That's the value you can expect from Toyota.
Tis the season for Toyota.
Toyota, let's go places.
I will say that Juwan Taylor hasn't lived up to the contract, but he's not the worst right tackle in the league. He's actually playing above. I think he's almost top 10, which would surprise a lot of people. I think he's at the 10 spot. All he needs to do is just cut down the penalties, which he's been getting better with. I think it takes like any other offensive player. You got to learn the offense and the scheming. And unfortunately, we expected a lot year one.
Week 13 concludes with Monday Night Football on ESPN and ABC. Then you takes over Thursday Night Football on Prime Video.
Okay, you go Kadarius Reed though as well. I mean, if you compare it though to, I guarantee you he's more closer to the top 10 than the bottom 32 as well though. Yeah, I will say, like I mentioned, he does struggle in certain areas, but he's far from the worst right tackle in the league. But yeah, he hasn't lived up to the 80 million as well either. All right, 2nd and 8 for the Packers defense. Please show up.
On the field, especially when it comes to the Packers secondary.
Yes.
Jonathan, that's a good story to tell me this week about that. Patrick Taylor's the back, 2nd and 8 at the 2-minute warning. Loves throwing inside. That is far behind.
3rd and 4.
30-yard line. His first catch of the night. 3 short of a first down and an important 3rd down coming up.
Spags hasn't dialed up any blitzes tonight really either, so he's not putting no pressure on Love, which kind of frustrating. It's 3rd and 3. Come on, defense.
What Patrick Mahomes might put together, they get the ball in the second half. Big down, and they are. They're delaying a bit here. They're taking their time.
Working down 3rd and 3. Protected, Love throws complete to Christian Watson.
That's a 1st down for the Packers. Packers will probably score going in a half.
And what was the number one thing, Mike, that Steve Spagnuolo was worried about? Cleats. Sell cleats. The last time, or not maybe not last time, but when he was here once before, he had a defensive back that switches cleats on this field. He said, I'm telling you, it's slippery out there. In the key
1st and 10 for the Packers at the 39. I just hope the defense doesn't get them in field goal range at this point now. God, y'all can't tackle for shit either. Can we do something? They got their 3rd string back in there breaking tackles. It's only a pickup of 5, but damn.
the Green Bay Packers have the hammer, and they can work this drive. Chris Jones now playing on the far outside here, closest to you.
Bro, come on. This is pathetic.
Signed him off the practice squad, re-signed here just a couple of weeks ago. And they keep it running, don't take the time out they have left. 30 seconds to go.
The Chiefs defense hasn't stopped a damn thing today.
So Kansas City uses the timeout. Some huge runs by Taylor. That one getting them down to the 32-yard line.
Travis, did you know you can get this season's COVID-19 shot when you get your flu shot?
Two things at once.
I don't care who. We need someone to show up here. I don't care what player it is. This is getting ridiculous. This is getting frustrating. If we don't have a defense, we don't have a team. Like the offense, only showed up twice this year against the Bears and against the Raiders. Ain't nothing to write home to so far. Only reason we've been winning games is because of the defense. And they haven't showed up at all this half.
What do you think?
Well, what is it?
It's a cover.
Think it had the album cover?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I know. I love it.
Oh.
Maybe just everything.
Oh, please.
I mean,
Oh. Wow. I love this. You look so good.
thank you.
But what if we just, did something kind of like that?
Yeah, not totally, but I'm like really jazzed about that.
Ah,
Good, right?
it's something. But I think it needs to be this, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like that. Feels like comic.
We could do that. We could also just do that.
Back here at Lambeau with a reminder coming up. It's the Toyota halftime. The Niners dominated the NFC.
All right. They're getting back from commercial break. I know I'm probably a little behind on it. But it's 1st and 10 for the Packers. They're basically in field goal range already.
Unrelated to Maria, at least I think unrelated, Patrick Taylor, just had his longest run of his NFL career that has put the Green Bay Packers first down at the 32-yard line here with 32 seconds to go.
Yeah, a real communication issue. You can see some of it already. Jack Cochran in there, he was trying to communicate with Mike Edwards, and they just got off a beat and took advantage.
Green Bay used timeout in each of the first 2 drives, so they're down to 1. KC took that last time out. 32 to go.
There's a false start penalty on Green Bay. That'll back them up an additional 5 yards. Probably for the best because Joshua Williams looked lost out there running back and forth.
So the rookie receiver, J.B. Reed.
Yeah, let's go back to that miscommunication here, just so you can see it. Here's Cochran. He's going to try and communicate back here with his safety. And then as the running back cuts over first to Cochran's right, he is not looking at the ball carrier, jumps over the top and creates a big hole in there.
Cochran showing blitz, but he'll probably bail out. Yep. Oh, Cochran, if you were in the right place, that'd have been a pick. Good pressure by Jones. That brings up 2nd and 15.
Just ran right through John Runyon, not even a move. This is every once in a while, Christian.
John Runyon. Ain't John Runyon
You just can't win.
he was a tackle back in the day with the Eagles. Is that his son?
Didn't exacerbate the problem. Got rid of it.
All right, defense, if you could keep them this far out, a long field goal, like, make it difficult. Interception would be beautiful. Fumble would be beautiful. Something, but they're not showing. Karlaftis, get there. Good play by Willie Gay. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd and 15.
Third down. 37, a field goal from here would be 55 yards.
The Green Bay Packers receivers have to do better than that. We talk about
Expect a quick pass here just so it's not a 55-yard field goal.
everybody locked down on that one in that 2-lane coverage. No chance.
And Chris, Kansas City took a timeout with 32 seconds left. Sometimes you just get your defense right and ready, especially with Cochran out. In the last couple of snaps, it's been Two of the best steps in this defense this game.
Absolutely.
Joshua Williams is back on Watson. That has been the matchup to watch because Watson has had his numbers. Good tackle. They lost a few yards there. Great play by Justin Reed and Trent McDuffie.
18 seconds left. We've seen them in the big spots not need a lot of time to get downfield, but now it's going to be a fourth down decision.
The Chiefs take their second timeout.
Not sure you try this field goal.
I wouldn't, if I'm Green Bay, you don't try this field goal because if you miss, Mahomes can maybe pick up 20 yards and get field goal range, and just like that.
Was not great in warm-ups going in this direction. Well, the rookie will stay there, and they'll bring the punt unit.
All right, the punt unit comes out.
Did such a good job. Took over the Raiders a few years ago.
Hopefully KC doesn't field it like Richie James. Don't muff it.
We'll see. Punt for the first time tonight with Daniel Wheeler.
Say, I would want this ball rolling on the ground somewhere and eat some of that clock.
Really takes his time.
Just go out.
It's bouncing and they do.
Okay, pinned at the 1. The Chiefs should just go to the. Well, you can't really knee it. So
Execution by Green Bay. We're back in 30 seconds. And a long field.
it don't matter. They should just go to half. Like, you can't knee it because then it'll be a safety. So I would just hand it off to Pacheco, go to half.
AWS is helping the NFL to predict and prevent injuries with data. By analyzing millions of data points for every game, they power simulations of any play, in any condition, in any play. And by capturing every move, reduce injury risks and improve equipment, it helps keep players on the field and at the top of their game.
All right. Santa ready to go. Feeling good. That's a big play.
I would just hand it off to Pacheco here. There's 9 seconds. You ain't got to do anything. Can you even knee it? Oh, you can knee it. Okay. Yeah, just go to half.
Takes it to the locker room.
You get ball at half. It is what it is. That was a shitty first half on both sides. They ended it with the stop. So, I mean, if we're looking for any bright side, there hasn't been much bright sides, though, on this game. But what's new? It's been like that all season.
The Niners stars showed up and showed out today in their blowout of the Eagles. We'll show you what worked so well for San Francisco. And for Philly, it's a trip to Dallas next week. We'll look ahead to that one.
Want to stay up to date? Just tell Siri. Show me football scores. The new era of the voice is giving the headlines.
Well, coming out at half, they got to have a good game plan coming. If you get ball at first. So the offense has had no issue moving the ball on the Packers defense. They just have problems putting up 7. They need to execute in the red zone coming out of half and get a touchdown and either be down 1 or get a 2-point conversion and tie this game up. Thankfully, it's far from over. Thankfully, the defense showed up and made a stop, but still a lot needs to be adjusted at half because I need to see more of that defense, and I need to see Spags drawing up a lot of blitzes and making Jordan Love feel uncomfortable. I believe if you make Love feel uncomfortable, he going to have a hard second half. But, again, it all comes down to coaching, play calling on both sides. They got to dial up the right things, specifically on the defense. Now that you're down to Jack Cochran as your middle linebacker and hasn't been out there a while, yeah, you need to have players in the right spot to where they can execute. Yeah, Kadarius Reed, they're not going to put Tooney out in left tackle. If they would have done that by now. They would have done that a few weeks ago. They have him at his guard position, which honestly probably helps the left tackle more than anything. It's helped Orlando Brown in the past more than anything. What they need to do is if you want to buy more time, you help the running backs chip on that side to get that extra second from Mahomes.
Why get T-Mobile when Cox has 2 times faster download speeds during peak hours?
I'm just hoping that the second half struggles don't appear again, because if they do, that's going to be such a headache. They got the monkey off their back last week. They put up 17 points in the second half, so that was a sign of relief. But let me see you do it back-to-back weeks. Well, Joe Tooney's like the best lineman and one of the best linemen in the league, just in regards to anyone. So, no, I don't. It doesn't surprise me that he can fill in a left tackle, as we've seen him do in the past as well. Like you said, we got an aging veteran and we got a rookie trying to fill in right now. There was going to be some holes in the line. Now they're going to get us to the halftime report.
All right, welcome back inside the studio for the Toyota halftime. Maria Taylor alongside Chris Sims. We've got Devin McCourty here and Jason Garrett. And we also have the best of week 13. But let's start in the AFC.
And they kicking off with the Dolphins and Commanders. And who would have expected? The Dolphins know how to blow out a bad team. Tyreek Hill went off today, but they only single covered Mahomes. I said Tyreek Hill today, which, hey, pick your poison, you're going to lose that. And the Colts, they're a legit playoff threat too. Minshew Mania is well and alive for the Indianapolis Colts. The Texans, I loved watching that game. They ended the Broncos win streak today. That was a fun game. That's a good win for a young team like the Texans. And Derek Stingley Jr., man. Well, he's getting interceptions like crazy. He's looking like a receiver out there. He's been playing phenomenal. Kansas City need to go in the locker room and look at these division leaders right here and see they're all 9-3. And if they want that 1 seed, they need to win this game. Even though the Browns lost today, Joe Flacco, coming off the couch at 38 years old, he was throwing some heat behind some of these balls.
Their best start 9-3 since 1962. Meanwhile, the game that they were all watching.
Yeah, Kadarius Reed, I've heard a lot of people mention that as well. But if the Chiefs didn't do that with Colin Saunders, the most athletic defensive tackle they've had in a while, I don't expect them to do it with Chris Jones, with Derek Nottie, with any of those guys, unfortunately. So that's not something I see up Coach Reed's sleeve. Then they're showing this ass beating that the Niners gave to the Eagles today. I know the Niners felt good about that, showing, hey, we have our quarterback. You guys can't compete with us. I have a feeling both of those teams are going to match up again, probably in the championship game.
This doesn't take much. Throw a quick pass out there. Debo, make everybody miss. No, got to run away from everybody.
And Debo surprised me today. I know he's good on those screens, but man, he hit a gear on some of these screens that I didn't think he had.
When you come out with that much energy and that ready to go and things don't go well for a quarter. That was the thing I was most proud of. Our guys were able to weather the storm. It seems like there's panic, but you never felt it when they came to the sidelines. And usually when you carry yourself that way, if you can just stick in it, usually good things happen after, and they did.
All right, a little panic for the Eagles. We saw Jalen Hurts leave the game, but he wasn't able to come back. What's the latest on him for you?
Emery, he had full concussion evaluation in the locker room, came back and played, finished the game, he met with reporters. By all appearances, he is fine, not fine. Steelers quarterback.
That sucks. There was a big injury to Tank Dell. He's been one of the main weapons for the Texans this year. That's going to hurt them. But they got Nico Collins. They got Noah Brown. They got weapons, surprisingly. But Tank Dell was a huge part of their offense.
A beautiful day can look entirely different. Toyota, the official automotive partner of the NFL.
I don't know if that's just the day to be calling Kellen Moore a brilliant mind when he only, put up 6 points against the Patriots. Yeah, I ain't going that far.
Thompson and Brad Paisley performs only on Today. Like a physical brand of football. The Eagles are playing a plus game atop the NFC East.
Well, Staley's a defensive-minded coach, so that's where I'd be kind of surprised for a defensive-minded coach to be calling the offensive play calls. But also, too, it's like, how do we know all that? Like, how do we know? Of course, I'm not involved in the Chargers like that, but we've had this conversation before where you believe Nagy's calling the plays, but I believe Reed is as well. If head coaches have that kind of authority, then that shows Reed's calling the plays for the offense. I don't see any vice versa there. And definitely if Staley's a defensive-minded coach, you would think the offensive coordinator would have to stay on the offense. But I do agree that Staley's been a dumpster fire as well. He hasn't been a good coach. I'm surprised he's still the coach for the Chargers, that they're going to wait till the end of the year.
Clicking on all cylinders. For the last 2 weeks prior to this, the Chiefs, the Bills game, they were a little underwhelming. They found ways to win it. Now they're going to be playing a team that's flying high in the Cowboys. They better have their best game here.
Hey, after Philly, they have Buffalo, Miami, and Detroit. It doesn't get any easier for the Cowboys, though. It should be a great matchup next Sunday. All right, we're at halftime. Jordan Love, you gotta love what you're seeing right now in Lambeau. Green Bay 14-6 on the reigning Super Bowl champ.
Might make us look bad on these picks.
This is big. The Toyota.
Yep. Hopefully the Chiefs, halftime is over. Hopefully the Chiefs come out humming. They get ball first, so hopefully they can do something.
You have to help me. That was no accident. He was murdered.
When COVID hit, I was in bad shape. This is mine. Look at us.
Everybody's you.
They're gonna hate it. How does it feel to be working again? Riding a bicycle. Let's hear it. I mean, it's terrifying.
I can see that as well. I could see like the first 15, like they got the whole install, but the first 15 they let go, and then if Reed needs to do any adjustments afterwards and something to spice off the offense, yeah, he'll call the plays, he'll make the adjustments he needs. But like we know, he's still got the overall hand over everyone.
We're thankful for you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, Teresa, yeah, that's the main thing here. The Chiefs have had no problem, actually all year, going up and down the field. You got to execute. And when it gets in the red zone, you got to execute. You got to put up 7. 3 won't cut it. At least if you put up 7 here, you're at least a 1-point game or a tie game. At least it's still a game with how bad everything has seemed to gone and the defense showing up at the end of the half.
Okay, let's bring the kids. But first, let's get this fixed.
With 24/7 roadside assistance, trip planning, hotel discounts, and more, you're always ready to go.
But this could be such a momentum changer right here. If you go out and you score a touchdown and you let the Packers know, hey, this is the Chiefs. We're here.
Ensuring customers receive their orders promptly is a top priority. We extend our sincere gratitude for your continued support, and we remain committed to delivering America's #1 fruits and veggies supplement on the market. We wish you all a very Merry Christmas.
At Fillington earlier,
We're thankful for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, the Chicago relationship with Nagy, that just expired quickly. But I don't know if many coaches could do better than what Nagy did in his first year with the Bears, taking them to the playoffs and making Trubisky and that unit a playoff team. And honestly, if they didn't have the double doink game, they would be advancing to another round. So, and the Bieniemy and Nagy thing, like I wish I knew what happened behind the scenes. I really do. And then we have a lot of answers to all of our questions, but I just don't know.
December in Lambeau, it's the Cheeseheads against the Champs on NBC. Los Angeles, Ben Sims.
that was something right there.
Third goal, Mahomes.
Mr. 100B, thank you for putting a smile on my face. I needed that. Yeah, hopefully it gets a lot more fun.
See if you could save with Progressive. And here we go, second half of the 31-degree night in Green Bay. Packers on top.
Yeah, Sapphire, and Reed said that in the past too. It's just hard to say. Like, I feel like he says it, but does it actually happen? I don't know. I really don't. But I know that's coming from a former player as well. So, I mean, I like to believe it, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just lost. Because the offense doesn't look much different with whatever coordinators back there, whether it be Nagy, whether it be Bieniemy, whatever coordinator has been under Reed. Every play call has looked the same. It's just whether they execute or not. All right, we're getting back to the half. You guys are probably ahead of me, so that means I'm gonna focus on the TV and then go in and out of the chat. That way I don't try to get spoiled too much. Because I swear I don't want to look at the chat and see an interception.
The Chiefs with 2 trips to the red zone, but you held them to field goal. What's impressed you most?
Well, I will go chat here. That the offense was good with Bieniemy, but if you're gonna ignore the struggles they had, then I don't know what to say, because they definitely had moments like this where they have been missing. All right, 1st and 10 for the Chiefs on the 25. Kadarius Toney's in the game for the first time today. And wide open is Kelsey. Pickup of like 16, 17.
Perfect opener to Kelsey for 22 as he comes across to the sideline.
Yeah, they come out with this 5-man down lineman, which means they're going to go 3 deep on the back end. But when those linebackers stepped up for the play action, there's just a huge hole in behind. So that is a play.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Chiefs on the 46. Sky Moore's in motion. Mahomes scrambles. There's going to be a holding call, so it's coming back anyway, so this doesn't matter. It don't matter what this offense does. This O-line is not helping whatsoever. And that's going to be holding on Jawan Taylor. And that pushes the line back even more. And it's just like, and that sucks with new tackles. And you could say Taylor, you could say Donovan Smith, or anyone you bring in. I think it takes time to get adjusted to what Mahomes does. And that was just Taylor not knowing, oh, Mahomes scrambled, but the defensive lineman did, and he just didn't let go of him.
There you see the story with the Chiefs. O-line flags, and it's been Taylor and Smith the tackles for the most part.
So what is this? 1st and 20, handoff to Tony. And there's a flag right away, so just back us up 5 yards. We're not doing nothing this drive.
Flag thrown at the line of scrimmage.
Well, Kadarius Reed, the same way as how has MVS not learned, or how has anyone not learned, receivers learned in a few years. They say the offense is hard to learn. It just happens. It takes timing. It takes more than one offseason.
Tony getting himself in the wrong spot. He only played a couple of steps in that first half.
Handoff Pacheco. Oh, he got bitten backwards. That's cool. Yeah, he hurt too. Yeah, he got bent all the way backwards. So
himself up there. He got helped up by Kelsey. And we'll step out for a second.
he got up on his own power, but man, I know he feeling that one.
Geico makes car insurance easy. As easy as loving Parmesan.
So far, this ain't a start to the half I wanted.
Oh, yes, please. With 24/7 emergency roadside service, it's easy to Geico.
Oh, can we get a box?
Football is more than what happens on the field. playmaking, and rising to the moment. But more importantly, at its core, football provides purpose and direction. It creates connections and builds community. By providing access and opportunity, promoting participation and dedication.
Yeah, MVS has struggled in this system. He's good for like he's basically, I don't want to even put it to that level, but he's good for like a couple good plays a year and then pops off.
The all-new $7 deal lovers menu at Pizza Hut.
I know Cornell Powell was someone a lot of fans hope to pop off. And that just hasn't happened. Yeah, this has been a rough game, guys, but it's been typical, unfortunately, what the Chiefs do. They don't know how to not make us not stressed during a game. Yeah, it sucks, the whole Justin Ross situation. Of course, we don't know too much about it. I heard some updates that I think they said something was dropped or what, but I don't know too much about it, and I don't know if he'll be on the field for us again. As that, I agree. Put these players in the right position to succeed and execute. But also, right now, this is typical Chiefs as well this year. Like, penalties are killing them. No, Teresa, we didn't release Ross. He's on the commissioner's exempt list. So he's still on the team, but I doubt he plays again on our team, if that makes sense. What is this, 2nd and 22? Oh, goodness. Kadarius Toney's in the backfield. Is that Deneric Prince, or is that – I don't know who that is. Oh, it's Rashee Rice. Screen to Rashee Rice. They're not doing nothing this drive.
Hey, Chris Pacheco, lucky to get up from this one.
Yeah, if you've ever played football ever, you've been caught in a few precarious positions. Watch the way Pacheco muscles.
That's an ugly tackle hit that Pacheco took.
But just sheer strength alone got him out of there.
Well, 3rd and a mile. Let's see what happens.
Mahomes is escaping and throws on the roof.
Wow, okay. Kelsey for 26? Okay. Good play by Mahomes not to cross the line of scrimmage. He finds his go-to guy in Kelsey wide open. Yeah, he noticed Kelsey at the last minute. That worked.
That's the way he does it. He doesn't pull around and scramble sideways. He scrambles right at your defense.
All right, let's go. Pacheco's back in the game, so that's a good sign after being folded like a pretzel. And he gets the handoff. And he's running angrier than ever. He's running angrier than ever. He's like, oh, you ain't going to hurt me.
The second year, 7th round pick out of Rutgers.
Talk about the angry runs. I mean, this guy, he just lives angry. I guess it just, he never, ever seems to stop.
ASF, I agree. I think the Justin Ross tenure, and unfortunately he did it to himself, is over with the Chiefs unless something surprisingly happens. But yeah, I could see him balling out with another team too. Quick screen to Rashee Rice. Go Rice. That's a pickup of 13.
They get it up quick. The wide receivers help each other downfield blocking, and the Chiefs are on the move again.
And I tell you, that play by Patrick Mahomes is the one. It's a one-score game, right? It really is a one-score game. And you're talking about they were 3rd and 20, whatever it was. And
Okay, come on, folks. Let's get this in.
down the distance that is insurmountable.
On the 11, handoff Pacheco. Man, good thing Pacheco held on. He was draped all over his on the ball. So good carry by Pacheco for 5 or 6.
The reset you talked about it never happened to Patrick Mahomes in the red zone before, but there have been key penalties down here as well. And part of those penalties have been because the offensive line almost did too good a job, and the guys couldn't get open. So
Yeah, Teresa, this would be the perfect time to do that. Run the ball here. 2nd and 4. They're not going to run it. Well, find Rashee Rice then. Yep, they do. Get there, Rice. He's down. He's down. Yeah. He was down at the 1. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God.
Watch where Rice is as he's leaning. Good call. After Flowers, the line judge was on it. The Chiefs go quick. Chiefs go in the end zone. But a penalty marker down.
Oh, there's a flag, though. But I was cheering there was a Pacheco touchdown. As Kadarius Reed said, too, as well. Unless I may be a little behind, which I probably am.
For the moment, it's a Pacheco touchdown. Pacheco goes to attempt a Lambeau leap. It fails. For the defense, a little substitution for players. Outside defense. Those penalties will be fine. It was up the play.
I can live with it. I can live with it. Now do they go for 2? I think you kick the extra point. You ain't got to do nothing too crazy. And here we go. I'm watching my TV all glitch out like it's 1997.
And with all the confusion, Pacheco drive with a lot of contact.
They're going for 2. I ain't looking at the chat yet.
For 2 for the first time.
Because I know y'all going to see this before me. If I even see it. This is like all blocks. Like this looks like Madden 2001 out here on my TV. My Wi-Fi connection is horrible.
55% the overall conversion rate around the NFL coming into this week.
Kelsey's in motion. Handoff Pacheco. Oh, he ain't getting there. Yeah, that was never going to happen. And now my TV clears up. I would have kicked the extra point there, but hey, there's less than 10 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. You could be down by 1 point at that moment, but hey, hopefully the defense shows up.
When we first got out to make this guy's blue, it's nonsense. So we did.
It is definitely good to see more of Pacheco. I didn't like that call there, definitely on for the 2-point conversion. I would have liked Mahomes to make a play there, but it is what it is. Honestly, I would have preferred just kicking the extra point. There's plenty of time left. You don't if you're hurrying for a 2-point conversion now, I don't know. That may kind of concern me that the Chiefs coaches don't think that the offense is going to put up a lot of points. Yeah, you both are right, Sapphire and Kadarius. Like, it's unfortunate. We probably won't get to see how the Justin Ross experiment turns out. And I know a lot of us don't like how it unfolded either with the situation or even with how he was used. I would have sure loved to see him more in the red zone, as you both mentioned, to see, hey, develop him as a red zone target. You'd have 2 big body receivers as Rice and Justin Ross. And Rice is developing well. We just got to see what happens with Ross. But as you both have touched on, I don't know if he'll wear the Chiefs jersey again, unfortunately. Oh, Sapphire, yeah. And with the Macklin thing too, it's like since Coach Reed has become the Chiefs coach, we've seen it. No wide receiver, and even going back to the Eagles, his best wide receiver in his rookie year was Deshaun Jackson. He didn't even put up 1,000 yards. So the numbers that Rashee Rice is putting up is kind of remarkable. That he is literally on pace to be right behind Deshaun Jackson his rookie year. It's kind of crazy to say and shows you what kind of receiver Rashee Rice can be, because this offense is difficult to learn. People think it's just going to happen in 1 year. This takes a couple years.
First, it's the premiere of Night Court, and then John Cryer returns to television in extended family. It all starts January 2nd on NBC and Peacock. Little two.
Yeah, Kadarius Reed, I've been saying that too. I would love it if they would, simplify the offense, but you ain't changing Coach Reed. Okay, this is returnable. Come on, someone get there. Ah, damn.
The offense will take over. And let's look at the quarterback, Jordan Love, for the Packers, is brought to you by Todd. Well, it's the holiday season, 20th anniversary of the rom-com Love Actually. And actually, Jordan Love and Aaron Rodgers have a lot in common. Two of the quarterbacks.
Oh, no, Sapphire, I do agree. I really agree that Justin Ross has more in his arsenal, but what we should have expected this year, or what I expected, was the small packages and in the red zones. I never expected Coach Reed and the Chiefs to just throw them out there and do all that stuff. Play action. My God. This defense just isn't going to show up tonight, is it? Now they're already near midfield after a great kick return. And now Brian Cook is hurt. Ah, damn.
The Chiefs medical staff across the field to look at him. It's a tough night for Kansas City.
He's still down. This game is sucked all around. Just when you think you get momentum, you miss a 2-point conversion, and then you get another injury on the defense.
Justin Reed was hurt, came back in the game, and now Brian Cook is down.
And I'm not liking how the defense has really looked these last 2 weeks, specifically to start the Raiders game and this week. And then you're going against a Bills team where you don't know what Josh Allen will do. Yeah, he could throw you 3 interceptions. He could also throw 5 touchdowns. And they're also fighting for their playoff lives as well. Kadarius Reed, I agree with 50% of your comment. Now, I did see the reports of saying that they had to change and adjust the cleats and stuff like that, but nowhere did I see where the player said, yeah, I'm not changing my cleats. So I don't know. I think if Spags tells them to change their cleats for the conditions of what the field's going to be, I believe the players are going to do it.
Get your part started for less at Target.
This NFL season, every Captain Morgan ad that's not an ad, but still kind of is an ad. Be a Cruz. Am I? No, you're Super Bowl champion, Victor Cruz.
Cool.
Just follow the captain and see where it takes you.
This game is unpredictable.
So on the telecast, they name dropped a player saying, oh, Williams decided not to adjust his cleats. Because I would have missed it. I'm genuinely asking. All I saw was that they talked to Spags. Spags advised the players that they're going to need to change their cleats in this position and that they were prepared. Okay, I missed that. Okay, yeah, that's it. I'm not saying you're wrong or right. I'm just saying I missed it.
Wednesday, 3:15 Eastern, only on Peacock.
Unfortunately, Brian Cook, the second-year starting safety out of Cincinnati, remains down, and the athletic training staff, the doctors are.
Yeah, that sucks for Cook.
Show you replays on it.
It had to be ugly if they're not going to show the replays for it. That sucks for Cook, man.
This athletic training staff was right there until the Chiefs got over. The players took a knee. That's one of those where everybody knows it's a tough-looking injury. You can see the disappointment on the face a moment ago. Steve Spagnuolo, the defensive coordinator for the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes, second-year player in this league.
Well, now time for Mike Edwards to step up. He's Mr. Inconsistent. He can make a play. He can make a pick six, and he can also get burnt. So it's going to be interesting.
Sort of controls everything. He has made a lot of really big tackles, big plays, touchdown saving plays for this team, and he is highly thought of.
A lot of second-year players on this defense. A lot of these guys came in together. Almost half of the Chiefs' defense, first and second-year players. Andy Reid came over to have a look at his player. He slipped, went down, got his foot caught underneath him.
Yeah.
As he's being taken off, it adds Melissa.
The card's going away, but you could tell he's in a lot of pain. That sucks for him.
Mike, a couple of other injuries he has to update you on as we're watching this scene unfold on the field. Chiefs linebacker Drew Tranquil is out.
Oh, and we got the update. Drew Tranquil is out for the rest of the game, so he didn't get cleared through concussion protocol. And Donovan Smith is questionable, so that means I saw Wanya Morse back in there, but I didn't see if that was just back and forth of what was going on.
24 years old, really good young player in this league.
Next man up, Mac Edwards, Justin Reed. We need a play to be made. Packers near midfield, 1st and 10.
They've got it at the 47.
Pitch to Dylan.
And Dylan runs to the right.
Good play by Cochran and Mike Edwards. Talking about two players that need to step up. Those are two players filling in.
Is going to be the replacement for Brian Cook on the back end. The veteran guy certainly knows what he's doing back there. Has played over 50% of his snaps at the free safety position, and you'll see him really close on the ball here. Once he sees that pitch, he goes and gets it. So they have plenty of depth there. But
all right, 2nd and 8 for the Packers.
The middle linebacker and the safety. Now both of them out.
Love got all day to throw. Great tackle by Snead on the screen. That'll bring it back to 3rd and 8, maybe 9. They've been containing Jaden Reed. He's got some breakaway speed that can be concerning. And we're probably going to see a lot more Chamari Connors, too, the rookie. He's like a hybrid safety cornerback. All right, 3rd and 8, boys. Stop him here. Get to Love.
Here comes a little bit of pressure in the middle. Love will sling it. It's complete. Short of the first down.
4th and short. What do the Packers do? I won't be surprised. You can go for it. You got Quadzilla and A.J. Dillon who could pick up a yard. Yep, they're keeping the offense out there. Okay, I can't look at the chat. I know y'all getting ahead of me. Come on, stop them. Don't let them get a yard. Maybe they're trying to draw them off. Nope, they're not. What the fuck are we doing? Out of anything we could have did, you left a wide receiver. I don't think, man, it's hard to have hope for this. Like, really, they've looked like utter shit all day. Jordan Love's a smart quarterback. He knew he had young players coming in coverage. Romeo Dubs, he hasn't, I think this is his first catch today, but that's his jump ball guy. And it was on Mike Edwards. I don't know about this game, man. Good tackle by Cochran, followed up by Chanel. I'm trying to have faith, but they've looked like complete shit today. That thing was in the air for 50 minutes, it seems like, and the Chiefs defender couldn't get there, and it literally just fell in his lap.
And Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre and those guys would be proud of that one.
Chris Jones was bearing down on Love.
Pathetic.
one to 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
Here come the Chiefs. Pressure's on. Love, throw, it's a Watson.
That was hell of a catch. That was beautiful coverage. But I hope the flag's on Green Bay, but I doubt it. This is some bullshit, man. This defense is playing pathetic. They've only had one good stop today. I told you, Jordan Love makes some ridiculous throws, and there's one of them.
Now he's under attack. He is on a full-out blitz. He throws another one off his back foot. Why not? When you're that young, take a shot. You're playing against the world champs. Let's go.
And what sucks is you went for 2 earlier. Now if you score a touchdown again, like, it don't matter what you do.
You're such a good listener, Thomas. It makes me feel so special.
You are special. You don't mind if you could just.
This makes me feel really special too because Discover's giving me cash back on debit, not just credit.
Actually, Discover gives cash back on debit to
Everybody.
everybody if you could just.
What about Debbie John? You're saying my back. It was in her garage. Like she gets it.
If she has Discover cash back debit, then yeah.
Introducing Discover Cashback Debit, a checking account.
Well, they're just picking on Josh Williams, even though Josh Williams, he wasn't even in terrible coverage. Now, Kadia went up with, even if he went up with 2 hands, that was just a beautiful throw. Like, Jordan Love had a beautiful touch to that. Yeah, Sapphire, I don't want to say the defense is tired. They haven't played good at all. They just didn't look ready for this game, which sucks. Like, they didn't look ready for the Raiders game either, but at least they adjusted and corrected. Right now, this just looks like the defense today. So we need the offense to do their thing.
You need help again?
So join us and taste why Progressive is the name people trust. Sorry, are we talking about apples down or shirts?
You always inspire me to get outside, even in icy cold water.
Like literally, if the offense doesn't score every drive, like if they don't score here, I don't know. I knew this was the type of game to expect from the Packers. The Packers are fighting for playoff. And the Chiefs haven't looked like the Chiefs, besides against the Raiders and the Bears this year. Convincing.
Excellent. Take charge of your upgrades with our best Go 5G plans at T-Mobile.
You don't know what tunnel is, do you?
No.
Jordan Love putting on a show, but it's no big deal for the fans at Green Bay. They've seen it all before. Let's go back to Brett Favre. Feet off the ground. Of course, anybody can just throw their feet on the ground, so let's do it a little trickier than that. Aaron Rodgers, if you can do it, I can do it. Absolutely, I'll throw it up in the air. But now you got Jordan Love. What the heck? Let's do it sidearm with your feet up off the ground. And what did he tell us about the last time that he played against the Kansas City Chiefs? He said, I threw the ball up on deep balls, but I tried to be too perfect instead of just throwing it up in the air and giving our guys a chance.
The offense needs to do something.
Sensational.
It's the start at Arrowhead in 2021.
It's returnable. Richie James.
Richie James, the return for the team.
Good return, James. Good return.
Christian Welch, the linebacker. So Patrick Mahomes, who went 5 for 5 to start the second half for Kansas City, sees Jordan Love do exactly the same. And now the Chiefs are down 9 with about a third of the game left.
I just want to say right now, though, that Matt LaFleur had the guts to go for that. If it worked against him in the press conference afterwards, they said, you blew the game. You gave him a chance. Well, no, he didn't. Now they got a 2-score lead.
Hand off Pacheco.
For Kansas City, Pacheco
Pacheco picks up 5.
Game going for Pacheco, 12 carries, 80 yards against Joe Barry's defense. They've given up run yards, but Chris, they've done a good job here through the first part of this one.
You know, Joe Barry, everybody loves to figure out what Joe Barry should be doing better, but in this game right here, and with some of the backup players that he's been playing with.
Noah Gray's in the game. We barely seen him today. Sky Moore and Rice are your wide receivers. Pacheco's in the backfield. Handoff Pacheco. Pacheco's got the first. Pacheco looks solid today.
This week I was talking to Joe Barry about all the different things, and I brought up Patrick Mahomes, and he said, just almost under his breath, he's like, have you ever seen a guy do this stuff every week that guy does? He said, honestly, he has 14 sacks. We counted him. He should have 120. Like, people can't get him on the ground. Well, tonight they got him on the ground.
Richie James, MVS in the game. Kelsey's in motion. Quick throw to Richie James. I think that's his first catch in forever. What a play by Richie James to be fighting forward to pick up the first, pick up a 13. I believe he could be a solid possession receiver on this team. Nothing crazy, but he can do stuff like this getting involved. That can give a boost to the offense.
And I love that about this team because we saw the pretty stuff. The Tyreek deep balls, which kind of finesse. There's a physicality to any Andy Reid team.
Chiefs are in enemy's territory, 1st and 10 on the 42. Sky Moore's in motion. Free play. Mahomes go deep. Nope. Goes to Kelsey. Only picks up 2. But they'll accept that. Take the 1st and 5.
This is the place where it all started for Andy Reid as an assistant on great stats in Green Bay. Defense number 95. Andy was 10 years as a college coach and then came here in the early 90s. It was Mike Holmgren who built a fabulous coaching staff. And Andy got to move up through that staff.
Oh, and Mike Holmgren's the one that gave him a chance. He was like, get out of the pit.
All right, 1st and 5 for the Chiefs. I would just hand it off to Pacheco. Yep. Oh, he slipped. Picked up 1 still, but that sucks. It'll be 2nd and 4.
And really the roots of it were right here with Mike Holmgren in that great staff.
But there are offensive line coaches that get stuck there, and they never get a chance to move out. Looking around at the coaches there on that staff with Bruce, Mariucci, and Dick Geron was a head coach. And it's like Trey Rhodes.
All right, even on 2nd and 4, I would still hand it off to Pacheco. And they're not gonna, but let's see what they do. Screen to Rice would be nice too. Timeout by the Packers. So the Packers take their first timeout of the half. And that'll lead to a commercial break.
Some people just know that the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate. Because you know everything as it fits in the household and fits in the household. And you know how to break. You're not breaking everything. And you're definitely not doing, okay, I don't even know what this is, but you're definitely not doing that. With Allstate, you're connected to a rate based on you. Cleveland gives Philip love. That's all. You have to keep ripping on pedals. That's better.
Yeah, Sky is getting quiet and quiet each week. I do like the screen passes he had against the Raiders. If they can get him involved in that way and get a few good plays, that'd be nice. But he's been invisible this game.
We're still going for that sweet shot.
And with higher stroke risk from AFib not caused by a heart valve problem, we're going for a better treatment than warfarin. Eliquis. Eliquis reduces stroke risk and has less major bleeding. Over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. Don't stop taking Eliquis.
A long timeout break. I thought it was a 30-second timeout.
Eliquis can cause serious cases fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial.
I just hope they come out and get downfield, score a touchdown, because I don't know what this defense is doing today.
Increase your bleeding risk if you take certain medicines. Tell your doctor medical or dental procedures. The #1 cardiologist prescribed blood thinner. We're going for it. Ask your doctor about Eliquis.
We got now.
Man, come on. How long is this timeout break? You giving Packers all day to recoup. Finally getting back to the game. Yeah, next Sunday night should be a doozy. Cowboys will have a chance to tie up the Eagles record, but will they? I don't know. The Eagles have their number as of late.
Between these two teams, Dallas has won 5 straight versus the Eagles at home. See you next Sunday night.
Come on, 2nd and 4. Just play smart football. Rashee Rice is in motion. Quick screen to Rice. Good play by Rice. He excels on those screenplays.
You know, the one thing the Kansas City Chiefs have not been able to do this year is work the ball downfield at all. As a matter of fact, on deep balls beyond 20 yards downfield.
Kadarius Toney and Sky Moore are back in the game. You still got Rashee Rice, Noah Gray, and Isaiah Pacheco. Travis Kelce is out on the sideline. Mahomes is lined up as a wide receiver. What the hell's going on? Kadarius Toney with the handoff. It's a pickup of 6, I guess, but I don't know what that was.
I'll tell you what, it's tough for a so-called quarterback spin around and make a block this fast. Watch this. Hand it off, spin around, get right in your face.
Good pickup block by Pacheco there. That's only way Toney got 6 yards. Just get it in the end zone. 2nd and, I don't even know what it is. 2nd and 4. Handoff Pacheco. Pacheco's running like a madman still. Has he got 100 yards yet?
I tell you, this is just, I love old-fashioned football. You know, you got double teams and you got double teams over here. And they're just pushing them right back into the linebackers. These interior 3 guys, as good as there is in the NFL, Joe Tooney, Creed Humphrey, Trey Smith inside. When they just want to go power.
All right, let's go. 1st and 10 on the 14. This is where it gets difficult, folks. Hopefully they can just punch it in. Handoff Pacheco again. Pacheco finds a hole. Pacheco still pushing forward. Go. Keep going. Keep going. He got down to the 1. That was mostly the O-line, but I love that. Kyle Brandt better give him the angry run there. Because I need an Isaiah Pacheco angry run shirt.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Give it to him again. It's 1st and goal. Nothing to do cute. He didn't get there. Come on, Pacheco. He got wrapped around again. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter.
After 3, Sunday Night Football continues from Lambeau Field.
Let me update that score. I forgot to have the initial score updated. Hopefully, I will be changing it again here shortly. And hopefully, the Chiefs will get closer. Because we are now 4th quarter football.
So I forgot to change my watering clock. It's no big deal.
Even on 2nd and goal, that handoff didn't work. But this is 4-down territory. So it doesn't hurt. Give it to Pacheco again. You got 2 more downs. You're not settling for a field goal here.
Plans as low as $0 out-of-pocket premiums, local doctors, and rewards with all choices. That's #1 marketplace health insurance. How powerful is Cox Fiber?
I would love it if Pacheco scores on this next play. That way the defense can come out. The defense can disappoint us, or they can do their thing, and the offense comes out and wins the game. I don't want to take too much time trying to get a yard.
It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Limited availability in select areas. I'm passionate about everything I do. I love to spread joy. See the smiles on people's faces. Nothing like Finley Chevrolet, home of the West.
Nearly all water used indoors is reclaimed, highly treated, and safely recycled back to Lake Mead, which extends our water supply. But 100% of water used outdoors is only used once. Change your water clock now. It's the law. Get the legal representation you deserve. Antonio Adriba.
All right. Here comes the fourth quarter. The Chiefs are in prime position to literally be back in this game and be down at least a point or two. Give it to that grown man.
What a place. 417th game played here. The first for Patrick Mahomes.
If anything, oh, we got Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Rashee Rice. We always got to do some cute shit right here. Hand off to Rice then. What are we doing? Rice is wide open. What are we doing? What are we doing? Again, you wasted a damn down. This is why they suck in the red zone. Play calling, coaching. You can't. This is so stupid. One, if Mahomes was looking, Rashee Rice was wide open, but that's the main call on that play. That play hasn't worked this year either. And now Pacheco's not in the game. I'd love to see what happens here. Thank you, Noah Gray. Let's see what they do here. I mean, you can go for two because you're down by 3 right now. So if you don't get it, it's still a field goal game. But told you, Gray's reliable. He needs to be on the field way more. And they're just going to kick the extra point. That may be the smart call. We'll find out. The defense has got to make a play. Got to hope for one. And Bucker is good. That'll make it 21-19.
He's got one here to make it a 2-point game. Love up next. It's never been a better time to get away. With a great deal on the Hyundai you've always wanted.
I just need the defense to show up one drive. The offense has been consistent. They've been at least able to get in field goal range.
Now's the time to get in and get away. Sign and drive a Hyundai Palisade with 0 down, 0 first month's payment, and 0 security deposit. Now, during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Like your love, a diamond that never stops. Unstoppable love. Exclusively at K.
Come on, defense. I don't ask for much. I do ask for a stop, though. It's fourth quarter. This is the time for Spags to dial up some blitzes, make Jordan Love uncomfortable. And if he gets plays on you, he gets plays on you. But you can't let him just keep dicing you up. That's for sure. A turnover would be beautiful.
Shop in-store or online every holiday starts at 10.
What does it take to be around this guy?
I will say, back-to-back weeks, we don't have to worry about the second half. They honestly didn't show up in the first half. Well, the defense hasn't showed up at all, but at least the offense has showed up in the second half.
Holiday season, want to remind you, 2 nights before Christmas, we'll have a holiday doubleheader on NBC. It'll be the Bengals taking on the Steelers. That's at 3 Eastern time. Football night gets going, and then an exclusive. The Bills in LA to take on Justin Herbert. Both teams could very well.
The Chiefs need this game. They need this game.
Download the Peacock.
Playing the Bills next week concerns me.
Right here next door. Used to just be the stadium, and they built up and around the stadium, and then they built up and around the area as well. It's become a destination for folks all over the Midwest to come spend a weekend. All-time bucket list trip. If you are
All right, Bucker, getting ready to kick this underway. And it's off. And it's out of the end zone. Defense, please. Please, defense. I believe we only need 1 stop. I could be wrong, but just need a stop just to get it started. That was just a beautiful throw to Watson.
And holy smokes, what a game we have going back and forth. But you just
Jordan Love, he's the second player this year with 3 touchdown passes on this defense. Last one was Russell Wilson, and Russell Wilson won that game. Come on. All right, pick up 2. Dickerson on the tackle, 2nd and 8. Come on.
the 5th drive of the game for the Packers. I never remember saying that in a 4th quarter of a game, Chris.
It's crazy, and you would think that maybe they wouldn't be substituting in the offensive line, but the Green Bay Packers are stuck to their guns. And left tackle.
All right, 2nd and 8. Come on, defense. Make a stop. Jones, show up. Make a play. A Minahue's not even out there. Somebody. Play action. Jones breaks. Shit, he got it with his legs. It's going, damn. He got the first. God damn, man.
It is first down Green Bay.
Doesn't matter who's playing guard. Chris Jones is going to get his pressure, and he does this time on Sean Ryan. And for Jordan,
God, he was. Damn, they just can't get their hands on Love.
First down, big play there by Love.
Love is just in complete control. 1st and 10 on the 35. Come on, defense. Quick tackle by Justin Reed. That's a pickup of 4. Teresa, I appreciate the super chat. Thank you. I'll put that up here. Yeah, the score means a lot, but I need the defense to do something so we can get another score. I really do.
No weight on that left leg. He is officially ruled out for the injury.
2nd and 5.
Justin Reed was hurt earlier. He came back. Tranquil, the linebacker's been out
Come on, defense.
from the early portion of this game with a concussion.
Make a play. Someone. Play action. Watson's just eating up these dudes, and they're not learning. They're not learning. God, it's way too late. Oh, shit.
Sometimes Jordan Love almost jumps out of his shoes when he sees somebody open. He can just turn and wheel.
This defense has played bad today, but I just need 1 play. I just need 1 play.
He has a few of the qualities early in his career of how he likes to play the game.
He's played a perfect game. 20 of 23, 200 yards, 3 touchdowns. That's what. Delay a game? Oh. Okay. Okay. At least that backs him up 5 yards. If the Chiefs can't stop him, Maybe they could stop themselves.
That was it until this season began. So he's still going to make some of those mistakes.
That brings it to 1st and 15.
Times if you have a Randall Cobb on your team, Randall Cobb may be watching the clock for you at that point.
Jordan Love is perfect this half. 7 of 7, 78 yards, and a touchdown. The ball literally has not touched the ground. Come on, defense. Finally, the ball hits the ground. Willie Gay with the blitz, rush the throw, brings 2nd and 15. Bring me more of that. Finally, the ball hit the ground. We're under 12 minutes to go in the 4th quarter.
Nobody's going to be there to pick him up. And for Love, all he can do is simply get rid of the ball. Maybe he throws it a little higher, gives this guy a chance to come out.
2nd and 15. Come on, defense. Bring him down. Get a sack. Bring him down. That's holding. He grabbed Karloftis' jersey. I'll take it incomplete, but damn. Okay. 3rd and long. Do not give up 3rd and 15. Do not give up 3rd and 15. 11:51 remaining in the game. Jordan Love, he brought out his deep ball guy again in Romeo Dobbs. I'm pretty sure Watson's out there too. Come on, defense. Don't give up 15. Love scrambles. 3 incompletions, no flags. Chiefs are getting the ball back. Just needed a stop. Offense, you need to answer. You've been playing great. Mahomes, do your thing.
It really is, and I think it was set up this way to try and secure the edge here. A good job by Zach Tom staying on there. Josh Myers comes back. But now here you go. Because it was Patrick Mahomes who could pick up that 3rd and very long, go on to score.
Do not muff the punt. I still got concerns. And watch out for a fake. I doubt they do a fake, but do not muff it, James. Okay. All right, folks. Would it not be a Kansas City Chief game if the Chiefs weren't trailing in the 4th quarter and making it stressful for us and having a chance to take the lead? Not at all. Here we are. Mahomes, come on, boy. It's your first game in Lambeau. You got to do it the right way. You got to get a touchdown here.
Something unexpected has arrived from Experian. The new Experian Smart Money debit card and digital checking accounts. It finds payments that could raise your credit scores without the debt. Get your new Experian Smart Money account through the Experian app.
They'll just save big on a Bluetooth speaker at Amazon.
And you ain't got to do nothing cute. You really don't. Keep doing what you're doing. Isaiah Pacheco, he's been doing his thing. Beat up. He's still beating up the defenses. And then Mahomes, he's been able to find guys on the short underneath route. Keep it happen. Whether it be screens to Rashee Rice, make it work. Find Kelsey, find him. Just get it in the end zone. Do not settle for a field goal. A field goal puts you up by a point, but I don't care about all that. Because if you settle for a field goal, I'm pretty sure there's still going to be time on the clock, and that just gives Jordan Love the opportunity to win it. I don't want that. Just because the defense got to stop once here doesn't mean they keep doing it. I hope they do, but I need the offense to respond with a touchdown. And they've been good this second half. I'm not going to say they haven't. They've been looking really good. But I need it to continue.
see we got.
Isaiah Pacheco is
All right, we back from commercial break.
amazing. He's even in this.
Just let Pacheco bully these dudes.
Injury right there. Pull his leg out, and after that, he has been doing this kind of stuff. Play after play, just relentless, refuses to give up no matter what.
Pacheco showing in this game, he is literally one of the best young running backs in this league. It could be a hot take, I don't care, but man, he's getting better each and every week. Ooh, that landing on his leg like that looked ugly too. Come on, offense. Hand off to Pacheco. He picks up 2.
His 5-yard shot, his best career rushing game, and that with us, week 4 at the Jets.
Been quite the story. He really.
I would say I'm surprised, but I'm not. Rashee Rice is not in the game. We're sure low to see him in the game at this moment. Kadarius Toney's in the game though. Okay. Come on, offense. Going deep. Got him. Why are we going deep to MVS? It might have been a bad throw, but it didn't even look like MVS gave it his all on the route. Yeah, I feel like how many routes does MVS gotta mess up? How many? It just doesn't make sense. Now it's 3rd and long. Of course. When have we ever seen the Chiefs be cohesive? Where the defense does good and the offense does good. It doesn't happen. The defense doesn't stop, the offense is going to stop. The offense does good, the defense does bad. You can never go hand in hand with both. God damn. Now I got to hope for the defense to make another stop. Thank good tackle, Chamari Connors. Ah, damn.
10:41 left, 2-point game. The Packers take over the 23.
There's 10 minutes and 41 seconds left. The thing that sucks is if you let Green Bay score a touchdown, this game is kind of over because you're losing by more than what a 2-point conversion ever does. So you got to hope the defense did what they did on the last drive, but they needed a penalty to help them. Good shoestring tackle by Justin Reed, but that's still a pickup of 4. Yeah, the deep balls to MVS. I do not know what's going on there. Like, it needs to stop. Like, it's frustrating. And the fact Rashee Rice wasn't out there at all, I'm not saying throw deep to him, but you might have a better opportunity, but he can also help you get 8 yards. But he wasn't in on that drive at all. All right, 2nd and 6. Holding call. They'll back that up. Ah, jeez. Yeah, I don't think MVS is coming back next season. Just been he's probably the worst player on the team, and I hate to say it because I was a fan when we signed him, but I'm just surprised we still throwing deep to him. Like Kadarius Toney has speed. I'm like, have him run the same exact route. All right, 2nd and 16. Come on. Come on, defense. Going deep again. Wide open. What are we doing? You have one damn job. I was stupid to think the defense is going to make back-to-back stops. I knew that wasn't happening. And that's Snead messing up on a coverage. How are you going to make a pick six when you stay on the line and let the wide receiver run past you? You ain't making no damn pick six. A reverse, another reverse. Watson's got the angle. Snead's playing like shit today. If they score touchdowns, game's over. All we can do is pray they settle for a field goal. I'm tired of hearing if you're playing the world champs. They haven't looked like the world champs this year. I'm sorry. They've literally been in every game with the worst of the worst teams. Defense got to make a play. They're already, if they score a touchdown, man. Play action again. Love wants to go deep again. You lucky he dropped it. You so lucky he dropped it.
That was a nice job that time by Patrick. He saw what that was going to be. He's going to spin and wheel and run right.
Yeah, Sapphire, I agree with what Macklin said 100% as well. I think if the Chiefs were going to add a veteran wide receiver, they would have done it by now. I think this is what we're working with. Unfortunately, I think MVS is our veteran wide receiver, which is scary to say. Hand off to Dylan. Oh, my. I'm sitting down. It ain't worth it right now to be. They ain't going to do what I want them to do. They playing terrible football. And all I'm going to see all week is, well, the Chiefs were depleted. They had injuries, all that. Even with the players that were out there before they got injured, they were playing like crap.
Like you guys talked about this. I talked to AJ Dillon, who said, I'm only 25, but even I feel old here. He said, I don't think I'm old, and I say something, and I think, dang, I am. And he said, it's crazy. For a lot of them, this is their first time.
I believe the Chiefs probably missed their opportunity on that last drive. They really needed to take the lead on that last drive. They're leaving players wide open. Just let them score a touchdown then. Like, this is pathetic. This is pathetic. They're leaving players wide open. And they're not putting any pressure whatsoever on Jordan Love. Like, none of us know who the heck this Jordan Heath is. Or Heath, I don't even know his first name. See, no one knows who he is, but he's out here making Watson look stupid flying all over the field. I'm surprised the Packers aren't slowing this down. It don't matter if it was a touchdown saving play right there. They're going to score a touchdown anyways. So what you did, you denied the inevitable at this point. That wasn't even Justin Reed. That was the offensive lineman who made the play more than Reed. 3rd and 10. You need this stop. I ain't gonna hold my breath though, but if you stop him here, at least a touchdown still wins the game.
Just assuming if you give Patrick Mahomes 6 minutes to go, 4 downs throughout the.
I would love a sack here so that way the Packers don't even have to think about it, but I would just love a stop just in general. Because this secondary has been invisible today. Well, if they're blitzing, they better get home. And they did get home. I hate what this team does to me. Good play by Dana. He's the most underrated pass rusher, I believe, in the league. I'd love if he missed this, but I know he won't. But still, even if he makes it, touchdown still wins the game for the Chiefs. All right, folks. They do get another chance. They get another chance. Sorry, y'all. I was stressing out. I ignored the comments for a little bit. Let me see them. Yeah, Teresa, the failed 2-point conversion, they didn't even need to go for it at that point. They could have been down a point and then wait till you get in this position and see if you need to go for it. But yeah. Yeah, AJ, Tony, it's been a mixture of everything, unfortunately. Yeah, today has been chaos. And what could go wrong has gone wrong, even if you add in the penalties and injuries. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah. Sapphire, yeah, I mean, 1,000% true. The coaches do need to fix it. But what are we in now? Week 13, week 14? That's my only concern. We're this late in the season. If they ain't doing it now, unfortunately, I think we got till next year. Like, this is what we're going to see this year. Jeez. Can we get some Mahomes magic? I feel like I haven't seen a Mahomes magic type of game in a while. And it's his first game in Lambeau, so can I get that? Let me update this bad boy, even though I don't want to. $24.19. So a touchdown right away makes it 25. If they do get a touchdown, I don't want to think too far ahead. And then if you get a touchdown, you probably are going to go for 2 because if you go for 1, it's 26. And you don't want the Packers to win by a field goal. Oh, jeez, man. Why does it got to be like this? And then you play Buffalo next week.
Figure out who's going to be the number 1 seed and get the bye. You see the rest of the story.
Richie James, just return it. You had a good kickoff return earlier. They probably won't kick it to you now because you had a good return earlier. And they didn't. Just no turnovers. Just no turnovers, please.
They can find themselves in about 20 minutes inside the playoff picture with a 6th win, joining Minnesota, the Rams, Seattle, early to start going for overtime breakers.
Okay.
The wild card spot here tonight.
Honestly, you can still do your same offense, not the one you did last drive because that was pathetic. But what you been doing to score? Play action there. What, deep MVS? Good play by Rashee Rice. They'll probably give him 9.
Zero position to throw this ball. This is.
I love these kind of plays, though, specifically to Rice, too, because that shows he's trusting more and more in Rice. Rice should not leave the field on this drive. Will he? Probably. 2nd and inches, just give it to Pacheco. Pacheco can get inches. Of course you don't. Going deep. When has deep worked? Oh, wait, did we get the pass interference? Okay. Yeah, he held his arm. That's obvious. He held his arm. What do you mean what the back judge saw? We all see it right here. I mean, that shot worked for a pass interference, but you don't got to take these kind of shots either, though. Like, you could pick up small chunk plays. Rice can pick up a lot in a screen. Pacheco could pick a lot in a run, too. What do you mean, Collinsworth? He grabbed his arm and held it down. What do you mean 50-50? 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. They're on the 49. Well, folks, that is what it is. I haven't seen Mahomes play elite all year. It could be a hot take. It could be what it is. He's got 21 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. He's got 2-to-1 ratio. What are we doing here? He literally said, hey, I don't care. But no one wants to put blame ever on Mahomes. It is what it is. That's solely on him. Why are we still throwing deep? It just don't make sense. Throwing deep has not worked all year long. Again, that just shows me in Mahomes, which kind of sucks, is he feels like he needs to play hero ball, because in the first half, we didn't see none of that. Literally, in the first half, he was like, check, check, check. No one's open. I'll get it to Pacheco. He's forcing throws in the 4th quarter because he knows that he's about to lose a game, so he's got to do everything. Eight and 4. Lucky Denver lost this week. You're really going to struggle to win this division. Told you. It don't matter, man. From what I've seen this year, this just does not look like a Super Bowl contender team. And I don't even know if this is a team that can win past a one in the divisional round. It's way too inconsistent. And if you catch them on a day like this, a playoff team won't have no issues with them. Like, the cornerback, the safety, whoever it was, ran that route better than Sky Moore did. And Mahomes did not notice that. And I know I got the advantage because I'm watching on the TV, but man, you just got to make wiser throws. Every time it has come down specifically into this season, in this season where we've had the trust in the offense, why trust them? We've been looking stupid as fans because they've let us down and we lost these close games. He ran this route better than Sky Moore did. And then Mahomes overthrew it too, which put Nixon in a better position.
how early Nixon picked this ball up. He sees this thing. He's not battling the receiver in the slot.
He was the receiver.
But it didn't matter. Nixon had a full pick on that ball from the beginning.
Lucky he didn't call for a face mask, and Moore's fingers barely. I'm just being extra at this point because I'm frustrated.
What's Nixon do? Return kicks. He's terrific.
But I've had a hard time trusting in Mahomes in the last series of the game because he's done this year. It hasn't been the same old Chiefs, and I can't blame the receiver because, one, you put the receiver in a terrible position.
You really have to get 6 minutes off because Kansas City has all their timeouts. So this is
No, they will.
at least 3 first downs to
You expect me to think the Chiefs are going to stop the run?
better about it, but not great. Best thing is you don't have to do anything but take a knee at the end of this thing.
Under 4 minutes, still keep it in the air. Love throws and tracks to be complete. You can slow down for a second. He's going to leave Chanel, pull him, and slow him down. No flag, 7 down.
No flag there, but the tight end was begging for one. We'll see.
Going down the field, I don't know if it was initiated by Pratt or something that happened. There wasn't much there.
There wasn't much there. They're just whining because they want an obvious, an easy call. Surprise, but Green Bay wants to put the dagger in. I get it. Bro, can we tackle? Like, defense, do you want to win a damn game? Because it's going to be on you.
Just another one of those guys. This Wicks is big and powerful and
This is a joke. The fact I'm getting frustrated, and it just shows how stupid I look in believing in a team that put me in this position. Ah, damn.
from the tush push to the love shot, we might get.
Something I'm taking here. On Kansas City, so you're gonna start using them here.
Use your timeouts all you want. Guarantee you we won't stop the run. Good for the Packers, though. They beat the hardest team on their schedule remaining. They should make a playoff run. I wish I wasn't the only one who thought the Packers were a playoff team and the Chiefs would have took this more seriously. But maybe they did take it seriously. Maybe this is the team that they are this year, which we should believe that. We're in week 14, 13, whatever it is. This reminds me of like Coach Reed, Alex Smith days where we can't beat a good team, really. Yeah, waste your timeouts. Go run 7 yards a carry.
This is all going to be set up in here, and part of the reason this tackle couldn't come down is Jordan Love. Remember the one he took off with last week, Mike? That game at the end of it to kind of seal the thing away. So those edges have to sit, and so Dan just couldn't read quite as quickly as he could. Which quarterback am I going to say? Dan Marino had been running that play.
Well, it was 13-3 to start the first 2 years, then 13-4 for Matt LaFleur. And a lot of those wins came in the month of December. He had started his career undefeated in December, 15-0. And a chance to add to it that this team could close out the next 3-16. One time out left for Casey. To Christian Watson.
Uh-oh. That sucks to see. I thought Christian Watson was just going down, but he may have. Hopefully he didn't tear something.
Oh, boy, you just hope that's not, he had to miss the first 3 weeks with a hamstring injury.
Yeah, he's pulling his hamstring area. That sucks to see. Definitely for a team who has this.
James Bond. You weren't in a band or vegan, Dan. You were in Jackson, not higher. And now you're driving a minivan.
I love that minivan. Soon on Apple TV Plus, rated PG-13.
Sister, there was never such a golden sister.
The Walmart is expanded. All work with vaccine mail will be soon.
This difficult.
Yeah, that's how far I saw that too. He's been having hamstring issues. Yeah, I thought he was just going down to kill clock and knew it. And I don't know, just didn't want to try to score and just kept it in their possession. But yeah, it looks like he's in some real legit pain. Yeah, those are the real questions too. Those are the ones I'd love to know. Is why you keep taking players on and off the field. But gee, I mean, they've been doing it all year and it hasn't worked all year either. We're in December. That's why I have a hard time believing any of this will change.
These cleats let us walk together. Helping place all little kids in the stable, supportive housing they deserve.
Paul, yeah, you're bringing up very valid points. They, again, in the first half, he was doing that. He was taking his checkdowns. He was taking the screen. He looked the field, and then he would check it down to Pacheco. But when it became his time to throw the ball, and they were losing by 6 minutes, he felt like he had to be Superman, and he didn't have to play like he normally did. And when he does that, like he'd spin the story all year. He's thrown interceptions, 10 on the year. It's ridiculous.
First couple of years, there goes into the 10th, grabbing his hamstring on the way down. As he went for the first half, did take their final timeout.
The Chiefs are just lucky they play in an ass division, and that division isn't even wrapped up yet.
First down is A.J. Dillon.
The Chiefs used all their timeouts already? Yeah.
But to do that little touch pass, reverse the misdirection that they have used tonight has been a major factor in this game in slowing down the speedy Kansas City defense.
Pacheco, you had hell of a game today. I'm glad you showed up. They're not going to get back on the field. This will be 2-minute warning. Because Teresa, they think they actually have a chance in this game. Third and 6. I expect Jordan Love to do what he's been doing. They're going to put the ball in his hands, trust it, and throw for a first. And I haven't even heard of half of these players on this team. I've heard of Dobbs, I've heard of Watson, I've heard of Reed, but there was a guy who made a play in this game. I'm just like, what the hell is going on? And their third string running back made a play. Yeah, Sapphire, and that's just frustrating. I don't know, like, even in the Rice situation, what do you need to gain trust? Like, when you've had him on the field, he's played phenomenal. So I don't understand what's going through coaching or like QB1's mind to be like, damn, just keep it rotating like that's working, because it's not.
We saw the completions for Love, 25 of them, 19 to these rookie or second year receivers. Now when they get to the 15-yard line to be third, short 6. Remember, for leading by 5.
So you could possibly take a chance on throwing the ball. Jordan Love is.
Yeah, they'll throw the ball here.
I think they would.
And Love's been good throwing the ball too. So yeah, you're going to take a chance. The Chiefs secondary has been missing today. Yeah, you take a chance. And they might get it running too. No pressure. Oh, well, they got a sack. Okay. I know, Sapphire. That's the hard thing. Like, and the defense, like, I hate to say it, but like against the Raiders, at least they adjusted and got back to themselves. But past 2 weeks have been not great. And when you go into Buffalo next week, if you've done this against Green Bay and the Raiders, just expect what Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, another team fighting for a playoff, wants to do. So it concerns me, this defense now. Now, yes, they did only allow 24 points, and you would hope that the Chiefs offense could score 24 points, but that hasn't been the case this year either. How many times have we been held under 20 points this year? It's been crazy. It's a new era, and I don't know if I like this era.
39-yard line and 1:14 to go.
Carlson, can you just miss it?
So many years, 16 years, it was Mason Crosby.
If you miss it, that'd be amazing. I was wondering if his brother was Daniel Carlson on the Raiders. Oh, it's dead center. Yeah, you ain't missing that. Damn it. Anything can happen, right? Come on, go. No. Well, the Chiefs need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Yeah. I got to be hopeful for that. Yeah, Trace, the straight hero ball is coming, and that's the last thing I want to see, because that's when Mahomes been playing his worst football this year. And then that's when the wide receivers don't answer back. So it's either Mahomes is off target and he'll throw an interception, or a wide receiver will drop a ball. I can see that very much too, Sapphire. Ned Macklin has a lot of good points. We need to hire him as the wide receiver coach next year. Or we need to move Todd Pinkston, who's our running back coach, to wide receiver coach. I know that's a demotion, but he's a former wide receiver for the Eagles that had a great career with the Eagles. That I'm pretty sure these receivers can pick his mind. And I'm not trying to bash our current guy that a lot of people do, but man, I don't know what his resume is. And that's concerning itself. Yeah, Sapphire, you're right. In past seasons, 1 minute is more than enough time for the Chiefs. This season, I don't know.
Let's see if someone left early. They'll get 5 more yards to Green Bay.
Just play it out over there.
Flag was thrown at the top of the screen on the left side of the Green Bay kickoff formation.
Outside. Kicking team number 44. The Dolphins will Kansas City.
Huh? Shouldn't the ball be on the 30 then? If they left early? Because a fair catch brings it to the 25. So if it's a 5-yard penalty, wouldn't that bring it to the 30? Here, they act like we're not about to be disappointed here. They're like, here we go, MVP. Come on, guys. It is on the 30. Okay, the ref did get it wrong. I was about to say, I was like, what's going on here? It's probably best Pacheco dropped that anyways. I'm not even gonna lie. Well, if they're playing everyone deep, the middle of the field will be wide open. You could take a shot in the middle of the field with a minute left and hurry up and snap the ball. I'm thinking, where's Rashee Rice? He went up. Damn, that's not going to be a penalty. He didn't get out of bounds in time. He fought for the yards. Oh, they did throw the flag. I don't know if I like this flag. As a Chiefs fan, I do. But I don't think Mahomes got out of bounds and he deserved that hit. He's in bounds. This is not a flag. If we win this game, social media is gonna go nuts. But I don't think that's the right call. It's not a foul. Like, it really isn't. He was still in bounds. Yeah, Mahomes fought for an extra yard. That's on him. And yeah. Well, unlike the Bengals game, he was out of bounds when he took the hit. But yes, it does look. Oh man, imagine if we take this to overtime, what social media is going to look like. He's down. He's down. He's down. And Mahomes, what are you doing? They said Pacheco threw a left hook. Hold up. I got to see Pacheco throwing punches. Yes. Yes. Yeah, he's down. He tried to have his hand all up in his ass, but he was down. Now I want to see Pacheco throwing left hook. He was down. I mean, I can't be mad at missed penalty calls because they shouldn't have called the one on the roughing the passer or whatever, unsportsmanlike conduct. Can you show me Pacheco throwing a left hook? And is Pacheco ejected?
If it's a foul solely on Kansas City, it's a 15-yard penalty there. Here's Brandon.
Oh my God, we're gonna waste time with this. I just want to see Pacheco's penalty. All right, here's Pacheco.
So there was a block on Pacheco that ended up taking him to the ground, and then it sort of went on from there. You'll see additional action as the ball was tossed around. Nixon with a block back down to the ground for Pacheco.
Well, this doesn't matter here. I don't care what Ballantyne did here. And the whole sideline's telling Ballantyne to go down.
Hook was thrown by Pacheco.
Player down. Terry Walker's hand was underneath his bottom as he came down, but he rolled up. There was enough of the body of the ball carrier, but
They're not going to show me Pacheco throwing a left hook, huh? Teresa, I've been emotionally exhausted since the second quarter.
Here at the end of the play,
Oh, here it is.
what was going on with Nixon and Pacheco. This is where the flag was thrown, and that was it right there. That was the pylon kick, right?
Well, that wasn't that bad. He didn't even land it. The other guy shoved him first, but they'll probably call it on Pacheco.
We still haven't heard mention of that flag that was thrown.
Oh, Pacheco looks like he's ejected. They're walking him off the sideline. He better not be ejected. Damn, Pacheco was ejected. That sucks. I don't blame him. He's probably a Chiefs fan too, and he's getting pissed off that they keep turning the ball over and he had to throw a punch. I probably would have done the same thing. Well, thankfully in this situation, the Chiefs aren't running the football anyways.
So let's make sure that the clock is right in this situation as well. Because it's not my contact. Yes. Because I thought it was 40 touchdown score. You got to go back to where the contact down.
All right, so there's 50 seconds. They're on the 50. Going in the end zone. Pass interference. Are you fucking joking? How? You're joking. You gotta be joking. You gotta be joking. How? These referees are ass. I know I shouldn't be complaining for a penalty because the earlier one on the Mahomes, but this, what is this? What are these refs doing? These refs are pathetic. Just end the game. Oh, let's see Clyde Edwards-Helaire make some magic. MVS caught a pass. He got out of bounds, too. He got out of bounds. Good play by MVS. Hey, Collinsworth, it don't matter. The refs haven't called anything so far. This is crazy. This is nuts. End zone. He really loves MVS. This is nuts. Stop throwing to him. I know he overthrew him too, but he really loves MVS.
14 seconds is just about the maximum here, right? But being able to complete a pass, get up and spike it, almost has to be.
Okay, now this kid was slow walking to the sideline. There was confusion about bringing in the player. Tony finally came in off the sideline late. Play clock running down.
We're also taking your tallest guy off the field. Other than
It don't matter if he's our tallest guy. He can't make a play on the football.
So he let Kansas City and all their crazy moments sorted out. And then takes the time out to get his guys aligned properly. And it might give Valdez-Scantling a chance to get back on the field.
I mean, the moment of the game, though, is this pass interference. It wasn't called.
Well, Well, that's not even the moment of the game. I mean, it should have been called, but the only reason the Chiefs, well, they could have still kept it going too, but the unnecessary roughness on Mahomes, that wasn't a penalty either. But this is definitely a penalty. I don't know what the hell they were seeing.
Timeout. 14 seconds left. Fans haven't left. They're all standing. They're playing jump. Taking this up right now. Wisconsin game jumping up and down.
Sapphire, I'm saying the same thing. I don't even know. He just loves MVS.
See what they do from the 33. There's Mahomes going to climb the pocket, send it downfield, and quickly almost getting rid of it if nothing was over. They're doing a good job.
This game's over, folks. I mean, it's been over. It just added extra excitement.
Because it is third down, you have two opportunities. So if you can
Well, you can't complete it inbounds because if you do, game's over. So it's got to be either a sideline throw or all or nothing.
pull out of his hands quickly, you might get a second shot at this if they don't complete this one. But you can't take much time at all.
On the bright side, they're not in the red zone. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? I don't understand. You had two shots on it. I don't get it.
Who knows? They might have some trick. It's way worse than Andy Reid. He may try it.
Well, Teresa's seen it before me, so that blew that for me. So they obviously didn't score. I already knew they wouldn't. They'd probably take a sack, huh? Not surprising. Will this team do anything to adjust? No. This will be the same exact team they put on the field each and every week. And they'll struggle against teams like this. So next week against Buffalo will be the same exact story. Who cares? If you're hoping for a call there, you're stupid. They're never going to call a PI on the last play of the game. They didn't even call it on the 2 plays ago. Oh, that's cool. That's game number 2. We're going to see MVS pissed off. We should start collecting those photos.
Started his NFL career here at Patrick Mahomes. He played Lambeau for the first time. And Travis Kelce and the Chiefs.
Even if they called the PI, it's not guaranteed they scored. And even if they scored, it's not guaranteed they get the 2-point conversion. So
A two-hand shove in the back, not playing the ball. I think if this is not over, it's absolutely pass interference. I get it. You let a lot more go. But it sure looks like there's a two-hand shove right there. You see Kelce like moving forward.
And here's the ring sample. Watch Kelce as he went down to the end zone. And he runs into Jonathan Owens. And there you see the contact.
I can't wait to hear in the press conference, oh, we just got to do better. Love hearing those words after each and every loss, and they don't do better. Yeah, hug his ass back and keep him in Green Bay.
The Green Bay Packers have won 4 of their last 5. They get to 500. They stay undefeated in December of the event before 16-0. Mahomes looking for that last piece of magic in the game.
Mahomes don't have no magic. That has been gone. He hasn't had magic at all this year. I'd love for someone to point out any magic he's had this year. Oh, wow. You up by 2 in a shitty division. You basically kissed goodbye to the 1 seed. So frustrating.
Improved to 6-6 as Love knocks off Mahomes. The Chevrolet postgame shows up. Excuse me, local NBC station.
I hope Green Bay wants MVS back.
This love competition between the I love between the judges. The strongest team.
This was a terrible game to watch, and I just don't see and that's all I'm going to see on social media is just the optimist and the hopeful saying, "Oh, it's going to get better." We're in December. When is it getting better? Please tell me. We're way too late in the season. It's not getting better. Like this offense is what it is. This defense looks like it's getting worse. So I don't know what to say. Because the defense looked bad today. The offense showed life at least, but man, nothing consistent. You had to settle for a couple field goals. It's been ridiculous. Now I got to do this all over again next week against the Bills. And I guarantee you, watch the Patriots give us a game. Watch. Just watch. I'm not saying they're going to win the game, but it's going to be more stressful than any of us want it to be.
I'm gonna let you know a little secret. At the end of your injury case, the lawyer could take more money than you.
Tyler, I feel the same way. Oh, I apologize for the angle on the screen too. I don't feel like standing up. I stand up for a whole game. That stressed me out.
Now, when you switch to Cox Mobile, you'll pay for $30 per line when you have 4 or more data limited lines. And it's all on the network with an beatable 5.
I just think this team is what they are, unfortunately. And unfortunately, they're not a Super Bowl contender. They're a playoff team. But Chiefs have had plenty of playoff teams in the past too. And they've been bounced. This offense and this defense now won't win a game in a playoff. I'd love for them to say they need to adjust, but I don't know where we're going from here. It's just so unfortunate, man.
Terry, 2 separate stories here. Let's deal with that first one. After the wild play, the pass downfield to Marquez Valdez Scantling that I think all of us thought was absolutely.
Sure, again, like let me start. The first 59 minutes were really well officiated, in my opinion. We lost something at the
That is true. This probably was a very well officiated game until the last minute. And then the refs were like, you know what? I want to be the star of the show. Let me not call calls, or let me call calls that are not necessary. I know Chiefs fans aren't going to like that, but that one on Mahomes was not a penalty.
That's right. And we don't see it called very often. We've seen some.
Yeah, with that, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I'm stressed. I'm tired. I need food in me. It's late at night over here in the East Coast. I do appreciate y'all for putting up with me for 3 hours and watching our Chiefs. It was frustrating, but we are always going to be here, and I will always go live week by week. So you already know what to do. Subscribe if you like to see my craziness, and I will have a recap of this game, unfortunately, and see what went wrong, even though we see exactly what went wrong. But we'll dive a little deeper into it. So I appreciate each and every one of you. It's been a blast. It's been fun. We'll do it again. Thank you, guys. Peace.